Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Midnight Movies. I am your co-host, Cody.
And I'm the other co-host, Nikki.
And today we're starting off Jordan Peele month.
Woo!
June, I don't know why we decided June is Jordan Peele, but why not?
We just said why not.
We just said why not.
We were just discussing next year we'll probably format it to make more sense for the months,
because I was thinking beforehand while I was watching this movie today of just like, man, we should have saved Jordan Peele month for Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
But instead we did Stephen King month, so we'll figure that out later.
Figure it out, yeah.
But anyway, we're starting with Get Out.
Get out.
Get the heck out of here, Chica. What you doing?
Get out of here.
Obviously directed by Jordan Peele. So I guess we can just get started into this conversation. Nikki, what is your experience with Get Out?
This is my first time watching it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. The only one of these that you've seen so far is Nope.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yes.
Well, like, you've obviously heard of this movie before.
Yeah, so this one obviously, this was like his debut, right?
This was his
one?
feature film debut
feature
as a director. Obviously, Jordan Peele has been in the business for decades.
Oh, yeah.
But this is, the first movie that he decided to direct.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, I heard amazing things. Everyone freaking loved this movie when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like it was just something that I was like, okay, I probably get the gist of what happens in it. And especially
it's about race.
Yeah. And then especially over the years, didn't watch it the first year, the next couple of years, you get spoiled, obviously. This movie came out in 2017. So I kind of already saw a lot of the scenes. But watching it now, obviously there's more to it than just Instagram clips that you'll get.
I feel like you can say that with a lot of movies.
Yeah, exactly. There was a little bit of the quote unquote twist. Because I don't know, would you call this a twist?
I feel like there are plot twists throughout. Especially because there's a lot of setup at the beginning that when we get to the payoff, it's just like,
I suppose
we get a few twists in there.
If you go in and didn't know what it was about, but since I already knew what it was about, it wasn't really a twist, but then there was a part of the twist that I was like, oh, I just assumed it was this one thing, but it's also another.
Interesting. I'm going to be interested in knowing what that is. So.
Yeah. But no, I mean, my thoughts on it, it's a great movie.
Okay.
It is. It's just good. I feel like it's not overhyped. Because sometimes movies can be like that. No, it's good.
I'm glad to hear you say that after
over.
last week when you're just like, Memento's fine.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Memento is also good. But again, okay, so should I spoil my rating right now? Because I need to explain my rating.
I mean, you can. Sure thing. This is our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Okay, so I rated this a 3.5. And some might be like, that's not that great out of 5. I don't know. But okay, so I realized looking at my Letterboxd reviews and the history of it, I save 4, 4.5, 5. Those are for me.
Those are for me. Your top.
Yeah, those are ones that even if they're shitty movies, I'm gonna rate it a 4.5, a 5, just because I had a great time watching it. Or I would rewatch it over and over and over and over again. This movie, I'd maybe give it a second rewatch. I feel like it'd be fun to see the, because already looking back in it, reading different Letterboxd reviews, I was like, oh yeah. I didn't catch that.
There's
the first
a lot.
Time, but
I'll just say I can point out stuff because I've seen this movie a lot of times.
Exactly, yeah. So I feel like it's one of those movies where it is good on a rewatch because you catch things you didn't the first time.
Girl, there are so many layers in this movie.
Exactly.
So.
But yeah, my 4 and above ratings, those are for me. So if you get a 3.5 out of me, it's it's a solid movie.
Okay,
you should
fair
go watch
enough.
it. Yeah. So
I'll just say your rating of this movie is lower than mine. So.
Yeah, that's why I was most likely it will be lower. But me giving a movie a 3.5 is this is a great movie. So.
Oh, fair enough.
But the 4 and above, baby, that's for me.
That's reserved for you.
It's nobody else. Yeah. What about you?
So I remember back in 2017 when this movie was coming out.
Hmm.
I saw the trailer for it, and I was not too impressed. I just saw from director Jordan Peele, and I was just like, really? The guy from Mad TV who like worked on that like in the early 2000s, the comedy guy, like Key and Peele, he's gonna do a horror
I
film?
was interested whenever they did announce it because I was like, oh, he's more of like a comedy
Yeah.
guy. But
And then, like, looking at the trailer, there were moments in it that I just felt like were straight out of like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like
mm,
the scene where Georgina, when we get into it, she's just like, no, 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 no. That scene, like in the trailer, it plays weird and goofy, like you would expect
which
from an
one's
M. Night.
Georgina again? Is that the
The
maid?
Maid,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It felt like something straight out of like an M. Night Shyamalan of just like, oh, this is goofy. This is not in like a fun way.
I'm not. I'll say it right now. I'm not a huge fan of Georgina's character and like how she was like directed to like play it. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it makes sense for
It.
me in context of what her character actually is.
I suppose. I don't know. Like you said, it's comes off a little cheesy at
It is, but there
times.
is an explanation. But
So
anyway,
there's an
like,
explanation for the cheese.
there's an explanation for it.
Yeah.
But I remember initially I was going to skip this movie because I was like, there's no way this could be good.
Hmm.
Literally, the day it came out, like, there was just rave about it everywhere. Like, I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, it was 98%. Everyone was saying how fantastic this
And he
was.
said, "Oh shit, I need
And I was
to
just like, actually, maybe I should go check this
go."
out, see
Hmm.
what people were saying. Literally, I saw it opening weekend. In fact, I was going through a bunch of
Oh my
stuff.
god.
I have this. I'm not going to flash it for the
Proof.
camera. I'm not going to flash it for the camera because it could dox us.
Oh yeah, don't dox
But I
us.
have right here my original ticket stub for when I went to go see this movie.
Oh yeah, I
And you
do
can
see that.
see February 25th, 2017 is when I saw it. It premiered the 24th. So I literally went to go see it the
Wow.
next day.
At 3:15 p.m.
I think because I worked a lot of opening shifts back then, I think literally I got off work and went to go see
And went
this.
straight there
Yeah. And went to go see it, and I became a convert. I was just like, actually, this is like really great.
to its peak.
I think it made my top 5 of that year.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
think it was number 2, just behind Blade Runner 2049 as being
Hmm.
like my favorites of that year. So I guess to spoil my rating, I rated it a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, nice, nice.
Like, this movie is just fantastic from
Hmm.
beginning to end. Like, it blows me away with how well Jordan Peele is able to like structure his stories, where a lot of it is like set up at the beginning, but it's not like hit you over the head obvious
Yeah.
with where things are going. There are like lines of dialogue that are like super important, but
Hmm.
like you may not pick up on it as like, oh, this is set up
Hmm.
to be paid off later.
Yes.
And like the way he moves the camera around, like we'll talk about it.
Oh, it's
Like,
shot great.
yeah, like the first like 5 minutes of this is like all in one shot.
Hmm.
The way he structures his horror, like everything about this is just amazing.
Which is like awesome because of the fact that he is known for his comedy, and then
Yeah,
he goes into his debut horror, and it's amazing.
I mean, after this, I think I went back and watched some Key and Peele skits, and if you go back, you can actually tell that Jordan Peele's like a huge horror fan because some of the
Mm.
skits that he made are just like they have that underlining of like horror movie level
Oh, I
of
love
just like
that.
they border on being funny and like terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
So
Yeah,
yeah, you can.
I always get Key and Peele skits all the time.
Me too. I love Key and Peele. My favorite one is the Continental Breakfast.
I don't know if I've seen that one or
Oh,
not.
it's basically like this kind of well-to-do man who goes and checks into like a hotel,
Hmm.
and like the guy at the front is just like, oh, and you get free continental breakfast, and the dude just he goes in thinking it's like fancy and
Hmm.
like literally taking it literally continental.
Oh,
He's like, the yogurt from Greece, and like sips it up and everything. It's
it's
hilarious.
just Greek. Okay,
Hmm.
that's so funny.
Here, I mean, I guess we can pause it. Jade, you can cut all this out, but so good. Again, you can see just then, just like Jordan Peele, like he knows horror.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's the first sketch that I've ever seen from Key and Peele, and it's my favorite.
Oh, that was good.
Anyway, We're back now.
We're back. We watched the skit. It was good.
It was really
funny.
good.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll get into it. Spoilers from here on out. Kind of hard to imagine anyone who hasn't seen this movie.
I mean, I hadn't, so.
Yeah, that's true. There's a few people out there, so.
There's a few freaks out there.
There's a few. I mean, this movie, I'm pretty sure you have it there, but it made a killing at the box office.
So the budget was $4.5 million, and the box office was $259.8 million.
Literally put Jordan Peele's name on the map of just up and coming like directors to pay attention to.
And now we have a whole month of him.
I know, right? Even though prefacing this, there are only 3 directed Jordan Peele movies. We're starting them with those: Get Out, Us, Nope. And then since he doesn't have a 4th one, we decided to just go with one that he produced, which is him.
Yes.
So
I am very interested in that. I heard that one's awful.
Yeah, me too.
I heard that one's not good.
I'm pretty sure we'll get to it, and it's just like, oh man, we should have done Monkey Man instead.
I don't know about that. Oh, we'll see.
Apparently Monkey Man's amazing. I haven't seen it either. So
I'm just interested in him because of the fact that I feel like that concept hasn't been a thing. I mean, I'm sure there's like sports horror with like.
I don't think so because
I feel like probably not known, but probably like really shitty.
Yeah, like maybe an 80s B horror film.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
That.
But like one that's well known. This is definitely the first one, so I'm interested to see how they did it.
I'm interested to see how like Marlon Wayans is going to be in it more than anything.
Interesting. But anyways,
interesting.
All right, we're getting into Get Out though.
Getting into Get Out. That's good. I like that. We're getting into Get Out.
See? But we
expect that level of jokes for this episode.
Yeah, that quality. Stick with us.
Superb. I'll have what we're having.
I was gonna make that joke too, but I'm like, I'm sure he's about to.
Yeah. It was a low hanging fruit, but I took it anyway.
Yeah, But we open up with a guy walking late at night.
This actor, Lakeith Stanfield, he's kind of like been in a lot of things, and maybe you don't like recognize him instantly, but like he's a great actor. I don't know if you've seen the movie I'm Sorry to Bother You.
I haven't.
We should do that at some point. It's one of the weirdest fucking movies ever, but he's like the lead in it, and he's amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm Sorry to Bother You.
But he's great here. He's just walking through the neighborhood. He's on the phone with somebody, a girlfriend, I think.
A girl, yeah. Someone who he's talking to. Like not talking, but like talking. You know what I mean? Like a relationship kind of talk.
And literally talking.
And also talking because he's on the phone.
Because he's lost in this neighborhood.
Yeah, he's walking. He seems to be getting directions from them. And I thought it was crazy that he got off the phone with them, but maybe it's because I am a woman. And
yeah, it's kind of...
I would also not be walking late at night in an area that I didn't know. But if especially
as a black man, too, in a suburb, like...
And it sucks that, like, neither one of those, like, women can't just go out on a nightly walk, and then black men or black women cannot just go out on a nice
I can't comment. I'm a 6'4" white dude, and people don't mess with me.
I know. It's like I feel like if I saw you in like a street, like from far away, I would be crossing.
You would think that I was the threat. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You would be like, no, this guy.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna go over there.
You know what's funny though? Like when I go walking, and like if I'm behind like a woman or something like that. Like, I'll try to, like, reroute or go across the street just to be like, I don't want to be perceived.
So I'm not a threat.
It's
I'm not,
like, I don't want to be
you.
perceived as a threat, so it's just like, I'll cross the street and go walk over there.
Well, see, that's nice that you can see that you could be
I mean, like,
perceived as well.
I obviously see myself in the mirror. I'm a 6'4", like, burly, bearded guy. It's just like... This doesn't look good. And like if I'm walking behind a woman, it's just like, okay, I can seem like an instant threat.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna go this way. Sorry.
Despite the fact that I'm a huge teddy bear, it's just like,
Yes.
no, I know what I look like and how people can perceive that.
I know what I look like. Thank you very much.
I mean, people that even we worked with, like some people wouldn't come up and talk to me because like I got that face that just looks angry all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
let's not bother him.
Yeah. Let's not go
Let's
near
not
him.
talk to him.
No, and we talked about this. I mean, if y'all haven't heard the first episode, I used to have beef with Cody.
Yes, you did.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But look at us now.
Look at us now. We're like, what is it, 28 episodes deep now?
Yeah,
This is episode 28.
so. Hell yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
going strong.
I know, right?
But yeah, so this guy's walking, he's getting directions, and gets off the phone, and then we just see a car.
Before that, though, nice little Shining reference. He's walking. Yeah, he's walking through this neighborhood, and he's just like, "Man, this neighborhood's like a hedge maze."
Oh, he
And
does
he
say
specifically
it's like a hedge
says that.
maze.
Yeah, it's a Shining reference. Obviously, like what we saw in that skit, like Jordan Peele's a huge
Seems
Shining
to like
fan.
The Shining.
He's on my side of that debate when we eventually get there.
I'm sure I'm like in the, well, probably the minority of people who like, or like movie heads.
Okay, because I was about to say Stephen King fans would be 100% just like, no, we hate this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like The Shining book and movie are so vastly different
I've heard that,
they can
yeah.
almost be just separate entities.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that, I'm sure.
We'll talk
at
about
some
The Shining
point.
at some point.
Yeah. But we see another vehicle kind of drive past him and then flip around back. And I said, oh no. And
I mean, even he has that response. He's just like, man, fuck this. And
he
he turns
said,
around and he's like, I'm leaving.
And
I'm
on
like,
the
dude,
cars-
saying no woman is worth
oh,
that.
absolutely not. And on the car's radio, it's blasting Run Rabbit Run.
So we'll talk about it when we get to the next songs, but I love the use of like licensed songs in this and the music, because sometimes like it's almost like not only is it speaking to the characters in the movie, but it's kind of speaking to the audience as well. And Run Rabbit Run is a perfect example of that, because it's a song about, run rabbit run, like get away from the farmer. Pretty much, and that's exactly what's happening here. It's like the song is warning this character, whose name is Andre. We'll learn later on.
Is it on? Okay, I couldn't remember his actual name.
It's basically warning him. It's like, you need to run. You need to get out of here because this is dangerous.
Yeah, get out.
Get out.
Hey. But no, this was honestly the scariest part of this movie for me.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's like, how terrifying
to
would
just
it
be abducted in the middle of the street,
see a car drive by you and then flip around? Because I've actually been in this situation before. Not something super similar, but I've had where I was walking Roscoe late at night and Wing was out of town, and so I was by myself walking him, and a car was driving past me, but then once they passed me, like for like maybe like a foot away from me, they then pulled over to the wrong side of the road where I was at.
Oh, shit.
And I said, okay, we're going back. And I dragged, because Roscoe, I love him. He is not, like when he sees a car pull up, he's like, oh, do we know them? I'm like,
no, we need to go.
Stranger danger. Not good.
This is not the time to make friends.
It was like 11 at night, and I was like, yeah, no, like we're out of here. So
what were you doing out 11 at night?
I was walking Roscoe for the last time at night. He has to come. Yeah.
At that point, I'd just be like, just go in the house. Like,
it was just like a quick little like my apartment and then the street, and I was just like, all right, walk up, down, like that. Like I wasn't going crazy, but because I was right next to my apartment complex. So yeah, seeing this happen, I was like, yeah, no, absolutely not. Like this guy should have been like running away. But he is like he turns around, he does go to like walk back where he came, but I'm like, baby girl, you're not walking fast enough. You need to just sprint out of there.
Yeah.
And I know the song's saying run. I think you probably should. Maybe. I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, he starts walking away from this car because like he's getting like dangerous vibes, which fair, like even I would.
Yeah.
But he turns around, doors open, no one's there.
Right when he turns around and the camera pans out and we see that the car doors open and the music's playing even louder, I was like, oh, god.
I just
You're
love the shot where
screwed.
it's just like you see the door open and it holds for a beat and then it kind of pans over and you see the guy come at him wearing a like Knights Templar
Yeah.
mask, which for the longest time, because it's on the poster, like on the front of this DVD, they got him in the mask.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is the only scene that we see him wearing
Actually,
it.
yeah.
We'll see it again later in the movie, but it's just kind of sitting
It's just there.
So I was like, what the fuck is up with this mask? What's going on with it? It could be a reference to a couple things.
Okay.
One, it's in the shape of like a Knights Templar mask, which I read is just like about Crusaders kind of like taking back things that they felt like belongs to them.
Interesting.
And also could be like a slight reference to the KKK. Just from the pointy look of it and stuff like that. So already we're establishing the themes here at the very beginning without it being obvious.
Yeah. And, well, he gets choked out.
He gets caught. Which also will be something that comes back later, the way he chokes him out.
And he... Andre passes out, and then he gets dragged to the car. He is
stuffed in the trunk.
He's been kidnapped. Man-napped.
He's been man-napped.
He's been man-napped.
Which is me when I get off of work. It's just like, I need to take a man-nap.
I need a nap. Okay.
But then we get the opening credits. Get out.
Get out.
Through a great, like, pan shot through the trees. I don't know if you looked at the lyrics to, like, the opening theme of this.
Which is it? The Childish Gambino song?
No,
or not yet. Okay.
During the opening credits, it's part of the score. I'm not going to say the name of it because I can't pronounce it.
Let me see.
It's
oh wow, yeah,
yeah, it's Swahili.
Okay.
But basically, they're chanting like you hear in the like, sing like that. You hear the chanting. The lyrics to that, when you translate it to English, is actually a warning.
Oh.
It translates to, brother, listen to the ancestors. Brother, listen to the ancestors. Run, you need to run far. Listen to the ancestors. Save yourself.
Dang.
Listen to the ancestors. Basically, it is the soundtrack telling us, the audience, and the characters, get out. You need to run. And I think even Jordan Peele mentioned, I can't remember where in like an interview, it was basically like him kind of, there's the stereotype of like black people in movies and they'll be like yelling at the screen of just like, don't go in there, get out of there and stuff like that. That's kind of his representation of that. Of like the soundtrack kind of reflecting what the audience is telling the characters. So just like, get out, you need to run, don't go in there, sort of thing.
Okay.
So a little cleverness.
Yeah.
Again, it's like the music, and we'll get to it when we get to Childish Gambino.
The music slaps in this.
The music's great. I don't know if you listen to the soundtrack, but like banger soundtrack.
No, it's like it was really good. Because I like this opening song that they had. But now
we get to Chris's apartment,
and then the Childish Gambino.
which fucking love Childish Gambino.
I forgot that this was Childish Gambino.
This was actually my introduction to him. Like, I've known about Donald Glover for like a long time, but I knew him as a comedian and actor.
Can we talk about how he just took all of the talent from literally everyone?
This fucker can do anything.
He can do anything and everything, and he does.
And
he does it amazing.
Boy, do I appreciate him for it. Like, I love his music. Like, after this, like, yeah, Redbone I listened to. I think the same year this came out, This Is America came out.
I think so.
And I also listened to that and love it. And then I went back. Like, one of my favorite songs of his is Sober. I don't know if you've heard that, but fantastic song.
Yeah.
Like, love Childish Gambino.
No, I was like, and this was obviously, again, the lyrics in this are very like...
Because they have that lyric, stay woke, which means a couple of things. Number one, this movie's woke.
This movie's
woke? Oh no! Whatever are we gonna do? But in the context of this movie, it's not referring to how we say woke now. It's like the original definition of woke, which is just like what the African American community would be like, stay aware and alert of like social injustices in American society. Again, it's speaking to the audience and to the characters of stay woke. And it should be noted, like, this song is playing in a montage where we're also seeing like Rose kind of going through her different like day to day before she goes to Chris's apartment.
Yeah.
So it's almost like with that song, it's telling the audience stay woke as we're seeing Rose, basically being like, "Hey, stay on alert for this character."
Yeah, because it's going between like Chris getting ready for the day, and then like her kind of like at a coffee shop, buying
At a
some
coffee shop, getting some
stuff, like,
pastries and stuff like that. There is something that I saw online. I don't know if this is a stretch, but like you see Rose, she's kind of looking at the pastries, and at one point she's just like smiling, and someone had theorized because like behind her is a black man in line. Some people have theorized like she's looking at the reflection of the black man and just like he could be a next target, and that's why she's smiling.
Yeah, she's.
I don't know. That seems like a bit of a
Constantly on the-
stretch, but at the same
constantly on the hunt.
time, with how Jordan Peele does things in his movies, I wouldn't doubt
I
if
wouldn't be
that's what he was
surprised.
doing.
Yeah, because there is a lot of like callbacks to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, did you pay attention to that? Because now we're talking about it. But she goes then to Chris's apartment.
And Chris's apartment's just filled with like his photography because this is setting up he is like a very successful photographer.
Yes.
And he's got some good shots. I like some of his photography. I like the one with the dog on the leash that's just like lunging forward.
No, there's someone else who loves his photography a lot as well, and might do some crazy things to
Some bad things.
Yeah.
We'll get to that character.
Yeah, we will. But once she enters in, they kiss. It's like, ooh, like they're
so in love.
so in love,
Lovey-dovey.
and
But come on, a black man with a white woman. Whoa, come on, what are we doing? No, just kidding.
it's an interracial relationship.
How dare they? It's only been a thing since like the 60s in media.
It's crazy. I was just talking to one of the girls I work with, and I was telling them when I was maybe like 5, 6 possibly, but me and my family had went stayed over, and we went to go visit my mom's brother. And my mom, she was like super upset, and I didn't really understand why at first, but then later I found out that it was because a bunch of people kept staring at us because of the fact that my parents were interracial relationship. And this happened when I was like 5, 6. So it's like, and to be fair, it happened in a state where it's like, okay, like that's not like that seems something that would be common, which is sad that you can say that still.
Shit like that irritates me. It's like, why do you care?
It's so crazy. And yeah, like my mom was like super upset because like obviously we were like super young and she didn't want like anything to happen to us. But yeah, like that exists still.
It's
very
like,
much
it's
so.
two people in love. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Like, it harms you in no way,
shape or form. Yeah.
I don't understand. I can't conceive of it.
I don't understand how people can. Sorry, we're getting on a little tangent here. But I can't understand how people can.
I'm pretty sure this movie will encourage a conversation like this.
Because it's just like wild to me how people can be just like harvest so much hate
for a race.
And see that like
or even
race
a sexuality,
or a sexual orientation, like anything where they just look at it and be like, God, I hate that so much. And it's like, that has nothing to do with you.
No, not at all.
It's like you have full control of your body to just look away.
I mean, it's like the age-old argument of just being like, you're at a restaurant and you're sitting there and you just tell the waiter, and it's like, that person over at that table is eating peanuts and I have a peanut allergy. Go take their peanuts away, sort of thing. It's like, why do you fucking care? Like, they're over there. They're minding their own business. It has no effect on you.
Yeah. And it's like, don't go places then.
Yeah.
If you don't want to see shit.
It's stupid. But yeah, we get their relationship here. They're a cute couple.
They're cute.
It makes the downfall later like much more tragic because like what's her name? The actress who plays her.
Okay, I was gonna say like
Allison Williams and Daniel Kaluuya. Like they have great chemistry. You buy them as like
they do.
You buy that they're in love with each other and they're great.
Yeah, because they've been how long did they say their relationship?
5 months.
So like still pretty new, but
like enough to know that they've
been
just, like,
established. And, so you see that Chris is getting ready for, he's packing his bag. They're
Mm-hmm.
obviously getting ready for a trip. And, she's talking about, like, are you ready to meet my parents? Or she brings something like that
Yeah,
up.
big step meeting the
Oh,
parents.
yeah. And he's like, hey, like, do your parents know that I'm black? And I saw some, like, people in Letterboxd saying, like, that wouldn't happen. Like, no one would ask that. It's like, I don't know. I feel like maybe someone would
I
ask
feel like
that
because Chris
question.
even mentions of just like I'm the first black person you've dated.
Yes, he did say
So it's
that.
like, yeah, that would come up if like like if you're the first, then yeah, maybe like as a black man you would be like maybe you should mention it to them because it's like if I'm
Because
the
there
first
is
example,
that.
maybe they might be against it and it could be just like a very uncomfortable weekend.
Well, and then even if your parents or whoever you're like having your significant other meet, they may not be like a hateful kind of racist, but they could be very stereotypical and like stereotype very
Oh, we'll get
heavily.
into it. This movie is all about the racist, I'm not racist sort of thing.
Yes,
Like
yes.
a person who claims to be not racist, but in their actions
So
are in fact
stereotypical.
actually
Yeah,
racist.
exactly.
That's this movie coded.
Yeah. So it's just
Because
like
she even
even
says a
that.
line. It's like my dad would have voted for Obama a third time. It's just like you're. It's overcompensating for just being
Yeah.
like,
It's like
look how
saying
not racist I am. Yeah, it's
saying
like
like my
saying
best friend's black.
I got friends who are black. It's just like
Yeah.
that means nothing.
I love those guys. It's like, all right. That doesn't mean anything,
That
but
doesn't
okay.
mean anything. But Rose, like that's a genuine concern that Chris has, and Rose kind of does a little bit of gaslighting of just like, oh yeah, Dad, my black boyfriend's like downplaying his
She downplays
concern.
it so much, and it's just like, no,
It's
this
actually
is valid.
you kind of need to validate like Chris's feelings about it because yeah, he doesn't know what kind of situation he's gonna walk in. This is his
No,
first time meeting
well,
them.
and she says like my parents aren't like that, da, 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 da. But then later when he gets there, they are saying things that are very
I
like
do have a
stereotyping him
theory
a
as
lot.
to why they're doing it that way, but yes,
Well,
like he'll get there, and it's just like they're all super weird about
yes.
everything.
And it's just like, okay, this is something. And then, she's later like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't believe they're acting like that. Da, 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 da. Da. And it's
Hmm.
like, well, yeah. So, like, you don't really know how they're going to act.
And
So,
even
you probably
Chris,
should have
and
said
even Chris,
something.
like holds that to her, and it's like, I told you
Yeah.
this would happen."
Because it's just like, people are
Mm.
like that.
But even before we know the twist with Rose, it's like we get early instances here of like her gaslighting him,
Yes.
which is
Uh,
all part of the con.
I'm so mad about it. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it's very frustrating.
But yeah, so now they're on their way.
They drive in. We're establishing that Chris is a smoker because he pulls out a cigarette,
Yes.
and Rose is just like, flicks it out the window.
Yes. And I don't like cigarette smoke either.
I don't smoke. I've
Yeah.
never smoked. I've never even tried it.
I get like a really bad allergic reaction if I'm around it. Like my eyes get like super itchy and watery and
Well,
it's not
from
great.
me, it was more like I think I mentioned on the podcast before, of just like when I was a kid. I'm not sure if exactly I had asthma, but I had something like that where I
Mm-hmm.
needed an inhaler. So like growing up, I was never tempted to ever smoke anything because it's just like, oh, it might like I already have these kind of breathing problems.
Yeah.
Maybe it might do something worse to me if I
Yeah,
tried.
probably
So it's
shouldn't.
just like I never tried.
Mm-hmm.
So and I
Understandable.
really don't even have a temptation to do it. I've been lucky growing up
No.
of just like no one really tempting me with like drugs, alcohol, or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, growing up, I was only offered a cigarette. I was never offered drugs.
yeah,
Not fun. I'm just kidding.
like prepared me for a world that I never actually experienced, where
No
everyone's
one
just
wants to
like,
share their
"Hey
shit.
kid, you want to smoke this joint?" And it's just like, sure,
They're gonna
why
be like,
not?
get your own. But no, I was offered a cigarette once, and I was like, no, no, thank you.
A little bit of a side tangent. What I love about Dare is just like these people are going to constantly like offer drugs to you and stuff like that, and then you grow up and realize it's like drugs are very expensive. Like no adult's going to share drugs with you.
Absolutely not. No. Alcohol though was like a really big thing, but I don't know if that was really
Mm,
pressured onto people. It's just like, I mean, I lived in a small town. There wasn't a lot to do, so
fair enough.
yeah. I think that is kind of like what it gets to mostly. I never had the want until I turned like 18 and I moved out of the house. And then
What
I
was
was
it?
like,
I
I can
turned
drink.
21 and like I drank for a little while, but the problem with that is like the carbonation of like beer
Mm.
and sodas upsets my stomach real bad. So it's just
Oh,
like I stopped.
oh, that's,
So, but yeah, like I've never been drunk either.
yeah.
So
No, I
mainly because
don't.
I'm afraid of what kind of drunk I'd be. Would I be like the open and honest person that would just lose all my friends? Would I
Hmm.
be like too scared to do anything?
It just like, and when you get drunk, it just makes you feel like shit.
I've heard nightmare stories
Like,
about hangovers, and it's like that doesn't sound
there is
fun.
one time I was sick for almost like a week.
Really?
Yeah, because I had drank way, 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 way too much, and it was awful. And yeah, I don't drink anymore. The most I do is I take like a little
Take a
THC.
little sip.
Well, no, well, I take a little THC. That's a little bit,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
But it's
Allegedly. Just kidding.
allegedly, but it's also like the amount here it's legal is whatever.
Yeah.
I literally order them online.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fair
no, like
enough.
it's very much legal. You can like get them with. Anyways, I
Without
digress.
doxing
You
where
can cut
we
that out.
are, weed is very much illegal in our state.
Yeah,
So,
but the kind I get is fine.
I guess going on another little side tangent, I went out to California in 2019 to visit family out there, and it was so surreal because out in California, like weed is legal.
Hmm.
So at one point, I was just out there with my grandma and my aunt and uncle, and all of a sudden, they were just like, "Hey, you want to go to a weed shop?"
I
And
love that. Hey, you
well,
wanna?
it's because my grandma she uses it for medical purposes
Hmm.
because she has like arthritis and
Oh,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So we go in there, and it was just like this surreal place because we have nothing like that here.
Hmm.
So I just go in there, and it's just so bizarre because it's like everything's like fancy and like
Yeah.
in glass and stuff like that. I was like, it was like stepping into a whole new world. I was just like,
A
what
whole
the
new
fuck?
world.
I remember my uncle just being like, "Hey, do you want to get something here?" And I was just like, "A, I don't do any of that,
Hmm.
and B, if I did, I would have to do it all here because I can't take it home with
Yeah.
me."
Just not
So
ingest
it's just
everything
like,
at once.
"Nah, I'm good. Thank you, though."
No, because yeah, because here, like with THC, if it's like a certain uh I don't even freaking know, honestly. But there's places that like liquor stores sell it.
Oh, okay.
And then
I know a lot of vape
also
stores do.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, as well. So it's just like dependent on like what kind it is. I don't think it's any like thing that's super crazy heavy.
fair enough.
Anyways,
Anyway,
educating you
that's not
guys.
the point of this podcast.
I know. You can cut that if you want.
Or don't. It's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But anyway,
But
this is when he gives his friend Rod a call.
yes,
Rod, the MVP of this movie. I
Rod,
love
my
Rod.
boy. I love him.
My favorite thing about him is he is very much the comedic relief of
Oh
this
yeah.
movie. He's brought in when levity needs to happen,
Hmm.
but he is an active participant in this movie.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about it. So I don't know if you've seen the movie Last House on the Left.
I haven't. No.
The original Wes Craven movie. I've seen it. I think it was his first movie. I can't remember. But that movie has similar kind of like comedic relief stuff that happens throughout the movie.
Mhm.
But in that movie, it's like whiplash. Like you'll go from a scene
Oh.
where it's like a like teenage girl being like brutally essayed and like beaten and stuff like that, where she dies, and then you cut to these two blumbering cop characters that are like so incompetent and like they're almost cartoonish.
Oh.
It's just a whiplash in tone,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mix very well. And also, those cop characters don't play a part in anything that happens throughout the movie. Like they get there at the end and they don't prevent or stop or do anything
Oh
of any
God.
significance. But I love Rod in this because not only does he offer that levity, he doesn't go too over the top with it, and he
Hmm.
actually plays a part in the story.
No, I do like it. Like you said, it's not just like a one-off kind of thing, and then he
Hmm.
like doesn't come back.
And he has some great lines. I love his just like, "What's she doing for you? She licking your balls or something?"
Yeah, and because Rod is very much like you like this seems a little dangerous
Yeah,
going to your white
going to your white
girlfriend's.
girlfriend's house, secluded house, as we'll learn later
Very
on.
secluded, yeah. And so he is basically setting up like that Rod is, his really good friend. Rod
Hmm.
also works as a TSA agent
Yeah, so he's
at
not
the
a cop, so
airport.
no ACAB here.
Exactly. He's a TSA person.
I don't know. TSA
Um,
could probably be just as bad,
I was gonna say
but
probably they're gonna be the ones that are gonna be like, sorry, you're gonna be randomly selected.
yeah, that's true. I guess TSA agents, I don't know this for a fact, but they won't just randomly shoot you for no reason.
Yeah, I don't believe
I don't
so.
think TSA agents carry guns.
I don't think so.
I would hope not.
I would hope not too, but who knows?
Who knows? I don't know anything.
Not us. We didn't research
They
that.
also do establish here of just like Rose and Rod kind of like joking that like Rod has a thing for Rose,
Yeah,
which will
because
come up later in the
it
movie.
will come up later, but there is a little joking banter.
Hmm. Where Rod is just like, you picked the wrong one, and
Mhm.
Rose is just like, this is all a ploy to get to you, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
she's like,
Yeah.
I'm just, with Chris to get to you, really.
Hmm.
But then we also find out that Rod will be taking care of Chris's dog,
Hmm.
cutie,
Sid.
Sid. But he hangs up the phone after him and Rose are starting to have this back and forth. He's like, all right, bye. Like,
Yeah.
we're done here.
I love him. He's just like, okay, bye.
Yeah. As they're driving, Rose is like, oh, like, you didn't
Oh, you're
believe that. Yeah, like you're
jealous.
jealous.
Yeah.
And then they hit a deer.
More like a deer hits them. It just jumps out and hits their car.
I honestly thought it was a rabbit.
It kind of looks like
It did
It kind
not
of.
look, it looked so small. Like it was like over like this much of their car window taken up.
Dude, I can't wait till we get to us when we can really talk about rabbits.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Interesting.
You'll see.
Okay. He said that'll be a treat for
It'll
later.
be a treat.
Because yeah, I literally wrote down that they run over run into a rabbit, but then I had to change it to deer. Crazy.
I don't know. I've never hit a deer, so I don't know what it looks like when it jumps out in front of a car.
I suppose it really looked like a rabbit to me. Very
I kind of
large.
wrote in my notes here. It's just like they're kind of lucky that deer didn't fuck their car up more than they did.
Oh yeah, it was very much just like a graze. It should have honestly probably totaled their car because
Yeah,
I feel like
but
when you
in
hit a
this
deer,
one,
it's
it's
bad.
like it just hit their like front like headlights, and then
Yeah.
it like broke the mirror.
Mm-hmm. And deer kind of runs off into the woods, but it's
I
like
didn't think that it run off.
dying.
I just thought it like boink, like pinged off the car,
Oh,
and
do you
then
think
just
it pinged
landed.
off? Possibly it
Yeah,
pinged off.
because that's kind of what it looked like.
Because they stop the car. Chris gets out to go check, and
Hmm.
I guess this is maybe possibly like a call back, but we haven't been
It's
there
a call
yet.
forward.
It's a call
It's
forward.
setting up like Chris's like motivations
Trauma.
as a character and the trauma that he went through.
Mhm.
Because like yeah, he goes to see the deer and it's just wailing in pain because it's not dead.
Yeah.
Like it's severely hurt, and he's just standing there and staring at it, and you
Yeah.
can see from his face. I was seeing just praises for Daniel Kaluuya in
Oh,
this
he's a
movie.
great
He is
actor.
amazing in this.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's going to be like tragic when we get to Nope, and like I've heard a lot of criticism for his acting in that movie, and I'm just like, no, he's amazing. What are you fucking talking about?
People
People are weird.
are weird. It's like, how about you go act?
How about you go star
about
in a
you
Jordan
try
Peele
it?
movie,
Yeah, you little bitch. Sorry.
motherfucker? You think
Fuck
this shit's
you.
easy?
You don't know anything.
You think that you could be like an Oscar winner, but in reality, you would be like a fucking, I don't know,
A
Tommy Wiseau.
Razzie. Yeah. Yeah.
Or a
Tommy
Neil
Wiseau.
Breen, something like that.
But yeah, so we could see that he's obviously having a moment here as he's looking
Mhm.
at this deer who is suffering. I honestly thought he was gonna kill it and put it out of its misery, but I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't. I think he
No.
just leaves it there, which will play into his character
Later, yeah.
later on.
But then Rose is calling the cops.
Mhm.
She's, I don't know, I guess she's gonna report the accident because then later the cop comes and he's like, well, next time you have to
You need to
call.
call animal support.
Which, I mean, yeah, because I was like, why did you call the cops? But I get
I
it. Like,
mean-
you're kind of shaken up. You don't really know who to call because I wouldn't know the number to
I
anyone.
wouldn't know. Like I said, I've never hit a deer. I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't know what to do. I would probably fucking call the cops
Yeah,
too.
so understandable. But, like, as I'm saying it, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess what would the cop be able to do?
If you never hit a deer, you'd be like, well, who do I go to?
Exactly.
Your first instinct would be call the cops.
Mm-hmm. In the fire department. I don't know.
Unless you're a black man, in which case you wouldn't.
Yeah, because then
Don't trust the
obviously
cops.
the officers like, because Chris is kind of standing in front of the car, facing away from them as
He's
Rose
kind
is
of just
talking.
he's kind of just sitting there, just having a moment where Rose is
Mhm.
talking to the officer.
And then the cop's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to see your ID." And he's like, "Okay." And Rose is immediately like, "Why? He wasn't driving. He doesn't have anything to
What
do
I
with
love
this."
about this, aside from the fact that it's just like on the surface, you see it as just like Rose defending Chris from like racial profiling and stuff like
Mhm.
that. What it actually is Rose is preventing a paper trail of Chris going to their house. Of just
Mm.
like, because like the whole thing is just like, I'm getting Chris to the house for like this ritual that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I can't have anybody knowing he's going to this
Well, and
house.
I'm like interested because like Rod knows where he's going, right? Or did he not?
Yeah, but like if a cop knows,
Yeah, that's worse.
that's
Yeah,
different.
definitely.
Because then a person goes missing and it's just like, well, he talked to a cop a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should look into this. As opposed to just like your best friend reports you missing. Maybe the police might follow up on it. Maybe they
not.
won't.
I'm just like, I felt like she escalated the situation. I mean, I get what she was trying to prevent because she didn't want, but she was very much just like, no, he's not going to give you that. He wasn't driving. Like, you have no reason to ask for his ID. And he's like, and Chris is like, it's cool. Like, I'm just going to give him my ID.
At the same time, you think of like an interracial couple of just being like, maybe she's more on the fence of just like, are you just saying that because he's black? Or...
I mean, I get the sentiment in her trying to call out the racism, but then sometimes it's just better in that situation just to keep everyone safe, just to be like, okay, yeah, here's my ID. Like,
that's true.
yeah.
But again, there's also that underlining motivation
Yeah.
of just like, I can't have any authority
Exactly,
knowing
yeah,
that
'cause
he's
she-
going to this house.
No, it's like she is doing that, but I mean, yeah, I was like, baby girl, you're kind of escalating the
baby girl,
situation right now.
no.
Yeah, but
Anyway, I love how the cop just walks off and he's just like, fix that headlight, get that window
yeah,
fixed.
he's like, fix it, goodbye.
Goodbye.
But then they're on the road again.
I'm on the road again. Come on, sing it with me, Shrek. Hey man, I'm on the road again. You remember that from Shrek? Anytime I hear that song, I just think of Shrek and Donkey just, we're on the road again.
That is so good. But they arrive at
The Armitage house.
Yes.
Which I don't know if you thought this when you look at it, but this house looks like a plantation.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're probably going for.
Anytime I see a house with those columns, I just instantly just like, oh, plantation.
Yeah, I was like, this, ooh, okay. All
Doesn't
right.
help that the first thing Chris sees when he rolls up is a black groundskeeper.
Yeah, and Rose is like, oh, that's just the groundskeeper. It's like, all right, I feel like maybe.
It's like it doesn't have a
Shoulda-
good look of
No.
a black man out on a yard doing yard work for a
Yeah.
white family.
Yeah, and then
In
the
a house that looks like a plantation.
It's like, okay. And then we also later, when they like get inside, he finds out like
The maid is also black. Yeah.
And he's like,
mhm.
okay,
And
interesting.
he's just like, and I love how the family's even just like, yeah, we see how it looks.
We see this might look bad, but
This might be bad.
We swear.
But trust us, it's not bad, even
It's
though it
not.
actually is bad. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, okay. But yeah, they arrive and, he meets the parents.
Mhm.
And, there's a lot of weirdness, weird stereotype stuff.
Kind of going on like the father's just like, so how long has this thing been going
This
on?
thing.
Which, by the way, Bradley Whitford, I fucking love
What
Bradley
else has he
Whitford.
been in? I
He
swear.
was in Cabin in the Woods. He played the guy who was like obsessed with the merman
Mhm.
attacking. He's fantastic in that too. He's been in a lot of other things. He was in West Wing, which makes his comment later on about like voting for Obama third term. Is kind of funny because it's like, oh, he played a character that worked in the White House.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm trying to think of other things that I've seen him in. The main thing that I know him from is Cabin in the Woods.
Okay.
But he's amazing here. Like, I just love his mannerisms and like how awkward he can be. He feels like an authentic like just kind of almost dorky, rich father.
No, he definitely gives off that vibe.
And then when he has to play it serious and he's just like creepy, he also does that very well. Oh, he was in Godzilla King of the Monsters. I forgot about that.
I was seeing Godzilla.
His character plays such a minute part in that. I forget about that. He was apparently in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Also,
I don't remember him.
By the way, I hated this mom.
Oh, I mean, she gives off just vibe. Are you talking about the character or the actress?
I don't know about the actress, the character though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about the actress. The actress did great for me hating her so much.
I mean, from the very beginning, she's giving off just like creepy, weird vibes.
Immediately, I was like, okay, the dad is like giving off like kind of goofy, stereotypical like dad who like doesn't know how to act around someone who's not white and who's dating their daughter.
Kind of just overdoing it.
Yeah, like, overly trying to be like, hey, we're cool with you being black. Like that's not an issue.
Problem.
Yeah, my groundskeeper's black. He's great. But yeah, the dad has that kind of vibe going on to him.
The dorky-ish kind of vibe. But yeah, the mom is
just
very...
like, I don't know. She's giving off a weird vibe.
She very much is. And I feel like she does that throughout the movie. Even when they're trying to keep a front for Chris, I feel like the mom is just like...
high alert the whole time. Yeah. And Chris is like, he's fidgeting, right, in this scene? Or is this later?
I think it's later.
Okay. Never mind. Forget I said that. Cut that.
Cut it.
Erase it.
Cut it, Jade. Get rid of it.
I'm so sorry.
Bleep it. Blur it.
Yeah, blur it.
Put the pixelated over the camera.
He ended up doing the blue.
Yeah.
I'm
from the Dark Knight. Yeah.
I'm gonna post it. It's really funny because I was like, he's not gonna do that, and then we all turn.
And then he does. We're blue.
And then we say to play the Eiffel 90.
Eiffel 95 song. Yeah.
And then I was like, none of that's gonna happen. And then it starts playing. I was like, well then.
Yo, listen up. Here's a story.
It's like just trying to prove me wrong. I see. But Dad gives Chris a tour. Because he's like, he's like, let's do a tour.
Yeah,
and Chris is
like, well, we should unpack. And the dad's just like, oh, you want to unpack before the tour?
It's like, that's actually crazy. Weirdo. He's like, absolutely not. Are you unpacking first?
But what I love about this tour is just like we're getting set up for a lot of different things that are going to pay off. We go by the mom's office. We learn that she's a psychiatrist, establishing early on of just like, oh, she knows how to mentally get into people's minds and stuff like that. We get a reference to the grandfather, Grandpa what's our last
Armitage?
name? Armitage, yeah. And we learn that like he raced in the Olympics in 1936 or 19. I can't remember what year.
A while ago.
But the one that Hitler was at. Yeah. Well, I mean, they even say it.
Yes,
the one that is famous for like Jesse Owens winning and like upsetting Hitler because like he has this whole Aryan nation and just like a black man winning at the Olympics. How dare they? Sort of thing. Again, playing into the themes of this, of just like black man superior to white man, and like that being played into a part
like top physical peak
peak performance over a white man.
Yeah,
and I love how the father is just like, yeah, and he almost got over it.
I know.
And it's like yeah, definitely he almost got over it, but not quite. Not quite.
I feel like maybe, okay, never mind. Maybe he should have went to therapy.
And then what I love, they passed the basement.
Said, that's the basement, it's sealed.
Well, he says it's sealed because there are black mold down there, which sets up, like, that's where the operations are happening down there. Literally black molds, like, black bodies are the molds for what they're going to put their minds into.
So crazy. I bet he just thought he was so fucking funny when he said that. He's like, hey. Black mold.
Black mold.
He's like, it's a play on words he doesn't know.
At the same time, you also have to kind of give like an excuse as to why Chris doesn't just randomly go down into the basement. Just being like, yeah, that's sealed because there's like a deadly mold.
Well, I don't even know if I was visiting someone's home like that, if I would really wander too much.
No, but in a horror movie, that's a tendency of just people like oh, what's in this room? And then they go in
Yeah,
and
I
check it out. You got to give
suppose.
an excuse as to why he won't go down
Mhm.
there.
Um,
And then we get one of my favorite lines when they go in the kitchen. And he's like, yeah, this was my mom's kitchen and she loved it. So we decided to keep a piece of her in here. As we pan over to Georgina the maid, I'm just
yes.
like, ugh, I fucking love this
That'll come
screenplay.
back later. You
It
don't
makes
know what's going on the first time you watch it, but after later, you'll get it.
it it's like not surprising to me why this won best original screenplay at the Oscars. It's just
Hmm.
like I love just that subtle bit of it of just like saying that line as we're panning to
Well, and the thing is, it's funny too.
yeah.
And I feel like maybe it has worked in his favor, Jordan Peele, because of the fact that it's like, yeah, like he can throw those kind of like funniness in there, but also still be like creepy.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's good.
But Georgina, she like
So creepy.
a lot of her things in this movie is to just stand and stare creepily.
I'm like, okay, babe, that's cool.
I mean, at the same time, like because I mean to spoil the twist at it, like that's
Yes.
the grandma's mind in her
Yeah.
body. So like when you were speaking earlier of her just being like she's just so fucking weird, it's like yeah, it's because she's an elderly
No, yeah.
woman in like this body, so she'll say weird things, which like if you're just seeing her in this like normal young black person, it's like yeah,
Mhm.
that's weird, but then recontextualize. Oh, she's an old white woman, so it kind of makes
It
sense.
does make sense that she would be like
Like at one point, she'll say
seeming
the
like she's not on this planet.
she'll at one point in the movie just refer to a cell phone as a cellular phone.
Cellular.
Oh, I'm sorry, I unplugged your cellular
It's
phone.
like,
It's just like who the
okay.
fuck says that? Well, an 80-year-old woman would say that.
She would. I wrote meets maid. Very odd. She was.
She is odd, but
Um,
again, it's because she's an elderly lady.
But then the dad brings up whenever they're going outside and they kind of see the groundskeeper. He's like, I understand my servants being black might be weird,
hmm
but it's totally not. It's totally not
He's like,
weird.
yeah, I hired them to take care of my parents when they were sick, and you
My
know, my parents
parents.
died, and I didn't want
Hmm.
to just fire them, so we just kept them on as kind of like the normal
Yeah.
excuse of why I have black people serving
Totally
us.
normal. Because like they weren't serving us, like they were like part of the family. He's kind of trying to
She's like,
say
what our old work was just like, we're all
we're all
family here.
family here.
It's like bullshit.
It's like I don't like it here. Um,
I hate my life here.
dude. Yeah. Anyways, we won't go there.
We won't talk about it.
We won't go there. But then okay, so now they're kind of doing a little get together.
hmm
They're on the veranda. I don't know
The
if they're actually on the
veranda.
veranda. They're like
I don't
on
know.
they're on like the
That's
porch,
some rich white shit.
the deck. I don't know. I'm gonna say the
They're out in
veranda.
their yard, and basically this is when the father's just like, yeah, the nearest house is on the other side of that lake. We're totally
It's
secluded.
totally secluded.
We're out in the middle of nowhere.
It's
Don't
like, oh,
scream for
that's
help.
awesome. Yeah, I would hate that. But you know,
That
they're
would put me on alarm
immediately.
of just like being like, how far away would it take for a cop to get here?
Yeah, like let's find out.
If it's more than 10 minutes, let's leave.
Yeah, it's like let's get a hotel like in town.
hmm
But they're it's Rose, her parents, Chris. They're kind of out. They're having some little drinks. I think it's just water that they're drinking. I
It
actually
looks
don't
like
know.
iced tea.
Is iced tea? Okay.
Yeah.
But they're just hanging out talking, and they're like, "So tell us about your life, Chris. Your parents. Let's talk about them."
Basically, Chris mentions his father wasn't really in the
Hmm.
picture, probably like skipped out on the family.
We never know what
We never really
happened.
learn anything about Chris's father. It doesn't really matter. The
No.
most important thing is he brings up that his mom died when he was
Hmm.
11 years old, and it was from a hit and run.
Yes.
And that's really all the information that we have right now. She kind of died when he was very young, and it had like an effect on him.
Yes. And this is when he starts
Yeah, he
fidgeting.
starts doing this with his
And
hand.
I
But
think that,
first, before that, like the mom, like she has her little spoon and she does that ding circle thing in her
we're
tea.
going to get there in a second, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts on that. But anyway,
Okay, fair enough.
we'll get there. But But yeah, and I think it's the dad that calls him out, right? And he says, "Do you smoke?" Or is it
Yeah,
okay.
because the dad used to smoke. And so
Yes.
he recognizes the tics of just
Mhm.
like nicotine withdrawals.
Yes, and he's like, did you smoke?" And he's like, "Well, you should let my wife get a hold of your mind." Let me
Trust me,
tell
when
you.
she's done with you, you won't even look at a cigarette.
He's
You'll
like,
be
"It'll make you
sick to your
feel
stomach.
sick, make you want to throw up."
And Chris is like, nah, I'm good. And even Rose is just like, how about we don't do
Yeah, like
that?
that would actually be awesome if we don't. Fun fact, my dad's friend, he actually went through, I think he tried hypnosis to
Oh,
stop
interesting.
smoking, but then he ended up doing electroshock therapy
Seems a
to
bit
quit
extreme.
smoking. It did work for him though. And
Most
yeah.
people, don't they just like try to cut it off and then just like do nicotine patches or like
Yeah,
gum
some
or
people
stuff
do
like
like,
that?
yeah. And then my dad, I know, quit. Well, when I was born, he quit. He obviously smokes now. But yeah, for a while, he just like quit, like cold turkey.
Ew, that's rough.
He said it was very hard.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I know
quitting-
it was very hard for him. I
Quitting
don't think he ever
anything
said
cold
it was.
turkey would just be plain difficult.
Oh, yes.
I would imagine.
Yes, it was. Yeah. When I stopped drinking,
Yeah.
it was yeah.
That's why, kids, if you're listening to this, and I hope you're not,
Oh
because
yeah.
this is not a children's podcast, but if you're
No.
listening, don't start addictions, because once you do, they are almost impossible to get off of.
Mm-hmm. And like vaping now,
Yeah.
it's hard to stop. I know one of the people we used to work with, she was trying to stop vaping and she was using like nicotine patches to try and stop.
My God. Anyway,
But yeah, so he suggests he does hypnosis. Rose is like, yeah, we're not doing that. And then this is when Georgina, is that her name?
yeah,
Georgina comes and
she's filling up Chris's glass.
they're kind of, what are they talking about that's like making her kind of like zone out? Do you remember? Or are they
No,
really
I
even
don't-
talking about
I
anything
don't really
important?
remember.
But she's like pouring their glasses, and all of a sudden she's kind of just starts zoning out and is just like looking afar.
What I take of that is just like the real Georgina, because we'll have a few moments of this of real Georgina kind of slipping out.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we learn about this procedure of just like the mind of like, or the brain of the person that they put into these bodies will take over, but like the original person is
It's
still
like the
in there, but a
passenger.
passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So what I take it, this moment of her like spacing out, is just like real Georgina kind of
Like maybe
slipping
creeping
up. And I think it has to do with what they're talking about, but I can't remember what that
I
conversation
feel like it was.
was.
I can't remember what it was either. But like Chris is, because I feel like everyone else didn't really pay attention to her when she was pouring their glasses, but Chris makes it a point to look to her, and he says like, "Thank you so much." And I don't know if like that was like something like,
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
I can't. Like, oh God,
I only watched this once, you guys.
If I remember
it's
the
Cody's
conversation.
fault for not
Yeah,
knowing.
I know.
Blame
and I
him.
watched it today too.
Write it in the comments. Say, "Oh my God, Cody!" Like,
oh
what
my
the
God,
heck?
Cody's not a real movie fan.
Yeah,
He's a
fucking poser.
He's a fake. This guy's a phony.
A big fat
phony.
Anyways,
I love how that's a Family Guy reference from like over 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and it still can be just applied to
I
everything.
still remember it.
Hey guys, this guy's a big fat phony.
Okay, by the way, is Family Guy still making like new episodes?
Yeah.
That's
Seth
crazy.
MacFarlane is not a writer, but he still voices the
okay.
characters.
I
And you can tell because like Family Guy now is very different from when he was writing it.
Does he still write American Dad, or is he also just
I
voice?
think so, but I can't remember. He was more focused on doing Ted and the Orville recently.
Because there's like a TV show now, right, for Ted?
Yeah, there's 2 seasons. He doesn't know if there will be a 3rd season. Probably not, because I heard the Ted show is like very expensive to make. Because each episode has to have the CGI Ted in it. So
I get that. I do prefer American Dad though.
eh. I think of them all as being the same quality for me.
No, totally different.
Except for Modern Family Guy, in which case it's like almost borders on unwatchable.
Which one?
Modern Family Guy.
Oh, you don't. Oh, Modern Family Guy. Yeah.
Older Family Guy, sure. Modern Family Guy,
No, we're not about it.
No.
Okay, but yeah, and then he also learns that there's going to be a get together.
A get together. That might be what the conversation
Maybe
was.
it was.
That distract.
Maybe.
Because he's like, yeah, my grandfather, we used to bring people over on this day to have like a get together and stuff like that, like an obvious
And
bullshit
Rose is
story.
acting like a dumb little bitch. She's
Yeah,
like,
she's just like, no,
what?
that's not a thing. Wait, was it?
She's like, that's not this weekend. It's this weekend. And her mom's like, we literally have it on the same day.
On the same day every
single
single
year.
year.
Like it's an annual thing.
Mhm.
And I was just like, what?
What?
This is the first time hearing about this. I swear, Chris. Like I had no idea. And
I
it's
had
like,
no idea that this coincidental get together is happening while you're here.
it's like, shut up, Rose.
Shut up. I think that's
really
what they're
your
talking
real
about
name.
when like Georgina
That would make
spaces out.
sense. Oh yeah, it is, because then I said the maid does something weird.
Yeah, she spaces out and like overfills Chris's cup.
But then they start talking about how like her brother's coming too, and he's about to arrive.
But that's when he rocks up and he's just like, "Hey guys, I'm the scummy brother."
Bro,
do you recognize this actor?
I do not.
He's been in a few things. He was in The Last Exorcism, where he essentially plays also a weird, creepy character.
Love that.
But I know you're not a fan of this movie, but yeah, I know. He's got that kind of face.
Jade, enhance this.
But no, he was in X-Men First Class. He played Banshee.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate the new X-Men movies.
I know, we kind of
We did talk about this like last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any of the movies that he's been in besides the First Class.
He was in No Country for Old Men. I can't remember him in that.
Oh, was he? Do you see that?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, literally right in my face.
Yeah, he was in The Dead Don't Die. That's pretty funny. Yeah, The Last Exorcism. He was in that. He's pretty good in that. Oh, was he in The Social Network?
It says he was. He might have like been like a
maybe he might have been
extra or something.
To be fair, I've seen The Social Network once, and it was a while ago.
Okay, he's like in quite a bit of things actually.
Yeah, he is. He's kind of got that like. If you want a weird looking dude who's kind of creepy, you kind of get him, which is unfortunate because like he's got that face of just like he plays creep. It's almost like Nicolas Cage of just like you can't really cast Nicolas Cage as a hero, so you kind of cast him as a weirdo.
But hey, he's gonna play Spider-Man Noir, so to be fair, he will be cast as a hero.
Half the time, he's probably going to be under that mask.
Yeah, for sure.
And the only reason he's doing it is because he voiced Spider-Man Noir in the Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie. Yeah. So
good for him. Good for Nicolas Cage.
Good for Nicolas Cage for doing some good for once. Being in some good movies.
Are they going to make a second Longlegs? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, they are. They're supposed to. And he's supposed to return. I think it's going to be a prequel situation.
I feel like that's the only way that they could do that because he totally...
Spoilers
for that movie,
for Longlegs.
I'm going to say
he
right
smashes
now.
his face into a table.
Yeah, into oblivion.
Himself. But then again, he's in a pact with Satan. Satan can bring him back.
True. I don't know. I did not like that part of the movie. I did not like that it was supernatural, like demon shit.
We've talked about this in our personal lives, but my gripes with Longlegs is just like it is this detective story where you're following the case, and then all of a sudden that detective case stops. Yes. And then the detective just gets the answers told to her. And it's like she doesn't figure it out herself. It's just, here it is. Yeah. Here's your answers.
And it's just like, I didn't like the supernatural part of it. I wanted it to be like a real case.
I don't mind the supernatural part, except for the fact that the main character is supposed to have like telepathy, and that doesn't really play a part in the plot all that much.
It's kind of like, I haven't seen this movie, but The Black Phone. I didn't like that I heard that it was also like went supernatural.
Dude, I love The Black Phone. The Black Phone's great.
I hadn't seen it, but I was disappointed when I found that out because I was like, can we not have like a good, true, like true, quote unquote, but like a crime movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like is more based like in what would actually happen in real life.
I don't know. You should watch The Black Phone. I think you might like it.
I feel like we'll probably do
because it's not really a detective story. It's just this kid who's like kidnapped and trying to figure his way out. And he's getting help from like the dead past victims.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know.
Also, Ethan Hawke's great in it.
Okay, shout out Ethan Hawke. He's a great creep.
Yeah. I can't really say much about The Black Phone 2. I haven't seen it. It kind of just looks like that franchise is going the route of just like A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Sequels to horror movies are pretty rough, honestly.
Sometimes. Depends on the sequels.
Is there like a good sequel to a horror movie?
Dawn of the Dead's good.
Okay.
Sequel to Night of the Living
Night of
Dead.
the Living Dead. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Trying to think off the top of my head. Like, I don't know about 28 Weeks Later, but 28 Years Later I love.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And I love The Bone Temple. Like, both of those are really
I hear
good.
The Bone Temple slaps, but I feel
really
like they've really put that and then the 28 Years Later, like, too close together, I feel like. They did too much back to back.
I mean, that's a problem with the box office because
Because The Bone Temple didn't do that good, right?
No, it did fine, but like it didn't do well.
I feel like not as good as it could have been because I feel like
which is a shame because I want a third one. I so want a third one. But yeah, it was very much just like 28 Years Later came out in June of last year, and then like 6 months later in January this year, it's like Bone Temple came out. And it's because both of them were filmed back to back.
Well, and there's just so much, sorry guys, there's just so much hype for 28 Years Later, like building up to it. And everyone's like, oh my gosh. And they went.
Well, I mean, it was like 20, how many years? It was 23 years between the original movie and Years Later. Where it's just like, I know that there's 28 weeks later in between, but not a lot of people care about that. So it's like this, huge build up in anticipation. And I know a lot of people don't like 28 Years Later, the first one, because it's kind of weird and experimental.
Yeah.
So that could also have hindered the box office. But yeah, that short release time between the two.
It was just like.
They should have at least a year.
Yeah, no.
Like June to June, it should have been.
Because honestly, I blinked and then I was like, oh, Bone Temple. I was like, is that coming? Oh, it's already out. Like,
I mean, for me, it was beneficial because I was like hugely anticipating the sequel. It's like, I can't wait. So it's just like, get it here as soon as you can.
Yeah.
But most people would just be confused. They would just be like, wait a minute, didn't this movie already come out?
No, that was me.
Yeah.
As someone who, like I said, I haven't watched any of the 28 like movies. So seeing that and then the Bone Temple, I was like, wait, huh? Like, didn't they just, was me.
I mean, it's got our boy, what's his name? Jack O'Connell in it.
Jack
from
O'Connell?
From Sinners.
From
Sinners. From those Sinners. No, Remick from Sinners.
Okay. Yeah. Sinners is so good. We'll do that.
I can't wait.
But anyways, so brother comes in. He's saying some weird shit. He's being
they
weird.
have the dinner scene and they're talking about like MMA fighting.
Well, first he says something weird about Rose's toenails, like what she used to do with them when she was younger.
Oh, really? I don't remember that. I just remember the story about her biting her boyfriend's tongue.
Oh, yeah. He did say that, too. No, there was something with toenails before he got into the tongue that she bit. And I'm like...
Maybe. That might have been the leading conversation to that.
He's saying some weird shit.
They do have the conversation because they're talking to Chris about like what sports he likes and stuff like that. Like the dad asks him, he's like, "Oh, what sports are you into?" And Chris is into basketball. Yeah. And that's when the brother, Jeremy is his name. He's all like, "Really, with like your genetic makeup and stuff like that, wouldn't you be great at like wrestling or MMA fighting and stuff like that?"
It's so weird.
Well, the brother...
To just bring up genetic makeup at the dinner table, you know?
I mean, the brother, I feel like he feels very unhinged. So it's like the veil that he's trying to put on is very much weaker than everyone else.
He's been drinking as well.
Yeah, that's true.
It is stated because then the brother's like... I wrote, the brothers make me cringe so hard because he was. I was like, ugh, like heebie-jeebies. But the brother's like, you know, getting very worked up about this like MMA kind of thing and like talking about genetic makeup, and both Rose and the dad are like, maybe we need to
change the subject,
because I think they're like, you're gonna kind of blow this for us, so you kind of need to calm down. We need Chris to not be weirded the fuck out right now, and you're weirding all of us out.
But he does mention MMA fighting. He meant like that conversation will come up in the climax of the movie where he's saying like, he's talking about jujitsu and how it's like a strategy where it's like you got to think 3 steps ahead of your opponent sort of thing. And like Chris will do something in the climax that harkens back to
3
that.
steps ahead kind of thing. Do you watch like UFC or?
No, I'm not interested. I'm not a sports person.
Oh, okay.
Like, what is it? When I was younger, my dad would take us to like the baseball games that we would have here in town. I would always be bored. I would always want to go to like the
man.
play area and just hang out over
So I want to
there.
play video games.
It's just like none of this interests me. It's just a bunch of like guys throwing around a ball. Not that
I
exciting
mean,
to
the
me.
UFC, they're like fucking.
I don't know.
bah, bah.
I could never get into it. Like
Yeah.
I like fiction, I like storytelling and stuff like that. I'm not a big just like fucking catch the ball sort of thing. Like I don't get too invested in that.
I get that. Me and Wing watch UFC.
Okay.
It's
I
good
mean, I
stuff.
get the appeal.
Yeah.
Like wrestling and I guess to a lesser extent boxing is kind of like stage play almost.
I get a little bored with boxing.
Like shit like WrestleMania. I mean, it's no wonder like
WrestleMania is just like a performance.
yeah. I mean, it's
all theater kids.
it's no surprise like how The Rock and like John Cena and Dave Bautista
Oh, or,
became
like,
actors because
yeah.
it's like, well, like wrestling like that is essentially just acting.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's so funny. Wing's parents are super into WrestleMania,
oh,
and I like
okay, yeah.
never, because that's like completely different than like the UFC and stuff. Me and Wing
Yeah,
watch.
to me, I was just like watching a bunch of buff dudes sweating and like touching
In
each other. I was just like,
costumes,
gay?
Gay? Is wrestling gay, you
Is
guys?
it, fellas,
Yeah.
is it gay to like wrestling?
Nah.
No, I don't know. Sports in general just don't interest me. So
Okay.
I don't really watch it. I don't keep up with it, which makes like when I'm talking to people at work because like everyone in this
Oh, yeah.
everyone in this city is all fucking up into sports and stuff and they'll
Mhm.
talk to me about it and I'll just sit there and nod and just be like I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Well, and especially because like I feel like any dude is like, well, you're a dude, so like you watch sports because you're a dude.
And like
It's
with how
no.
with how tall I am, people naturally assume that like either I'm
Oh,
good
you're
at
in
basketball
sports.
or I like basketball. And it's just
or like you had done it, or
yeah, and it's like no, I'm not talented. I'm no,
I said, no, man, you could.
I'm white. I can't do sports.
no,
Now I
not
played
Todd.
baseball for like 2 years when I was a kid, and then I stopped because I hated it.
Oh yeah,
I
my
was
parents.
no good.
My parents forced me to do sports, and I'm not athletic at
Mm-mm.
all.
I also did like 1 year of soccer, and I was just like,
I said,
no.
this is not for me.
But then I was in high school and I did drama for 4 years, and I fucking loved that.
Hell
so,
yeah, you freaking
mhm.
theater kid. I love that. Anyways, but yeah, so the brother's trying to now like wrestle Chris.
He starts to go for like the chokehold,
Oh.
which is what because that's how we know that Jeremy was the guy from the beginning because he's going
like,
in for the chokehold,
He's going in for
Mhm.
that. And
which will also again play into the climax.
I just love how much decorum Chris has because he is really like he grabs him. He's like, I don't like play rough with drunk guys.
Yeah.
Like he is very respectful. Like because right now, you know, we see as an audience, obviously this is a horror movie where like weird shit's going on, but with Chris, he's like, I'm just meeting my girlfriend's parents and her weird ass brother who's just drunk right now trying to wrestle me. So I need to kind of like do this in a way that is respectful to everyone.
that won't escalate the
Yeah,
situation.
and I
pretty
thought he
much.
did great.
Yeah,
Like he just kind of grabs him. He's like, "Hey, man, like we're not doing this." And
it's
Rose
like
is
Rod's
like,
got a, kind of a point. It's like, is she licking your balls? It's like, why are you so patient with all of this?
he is being very respectful.
It's like, man, he must really love Rose.
Oh yeah. But then you know they stop it,
hmm
and I think this is when they retire to the bedroom.
Yes.
And Rose is now ranting about the subtle racism that has been going on all
Subtle
day.
is a very strong
quote
word.
unquote. Yeah, people who are listening, I did the little.
But to me, this is
air
like
bunnies.
the reason why everything's weird. The way I rationalize it in my head is just like it's a ploy for Chris to get more trusting of Rose.
Yeah, she's like, I'm on your side.
Yeah,
like,
she's just
I
like
see that these
she's
people
just
are
like,
being
what
crazy.
the fuck was all that about? It's like it lowers Chris's guard to be around Rose because everyone else is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh, you are my rock, and like I can trust in you
Mhm.
because you seem somewhat normal.
It's like, no, she's actually insane.
So yeah, like everyone's weird and stuff like that, but I feel like that's all an act to get like Chris to lower his guard around
Mhm.
Rose, so that way they can
Definitely.
do whatever they do. So
yeah, I mean, they've been doing this for a while, so they know.
oh yeah,
what's
like
going
we'll
on.
get to it when we get to the photographs. So just like
Mhm.
there's been a lot of black people who have been in and out of this house.
Yes. So, they might have done hanky panky. I'm not for sure.
They kind of do.
It seems like there's
they
maybe
imply
some
it because like he even
hanky-panky.
brings back a line the brother said of just like, with my genetic makeup, like I'm a beast and stuff like that.
So funny.
Which is very funny. I like Chris as a character in that moment. He's very likable.
He is. But later Chris kind of wakes up in the middle of the night.
He's thinking about that deer. He's going back to that moment.
Obviously, there might be some trauma there. Yes, that'll come back here in a second.
In more ways than one. We'll get into it in the climax, but this whole deer motif will come back later.
Oh, yeah, because we also forgot to mention that the dad talks about hating deer.
Oh, yeah, because they hit one, and he's just like, you know what? One down, millions to go.
Good fucking riddance. He said, I hate deer.
Which at the same time can be a subtle racism, because he could be speaking about black people as well. I was
thinking that, too. I was like, is he talking about...
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a lot of double entendres that you can take from a lot of the lines of dialogue in this. So
yeah, I was like, that's kind of weird to say. But anyways, he wakes up, he's thinking about trauma, about the deer. He's like, I need a smoke.
I need a smoke after this day.
This has been rough.
Also, me and my girlfriend just did it, and so I need to go take a smoke because that's what you do.
That is what you do. So he kind of takes like a little walk around. And I said made jump scare. I don't know when.
Yeah, there is as he's walking through the house. There's an unnecessary jump scare when Georgina's walking in the background, and you just hear that sting of just.
I didn't.
It's Jordan Peele's first horror movie, so he's gonna throw jump scares in it. But I'm just like, this is a bit low.
I didn't like that one.
It's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great.
Them running into the deer, that was like kind of like a little jump scare. No, that was fine.
There's a few jump scares in here where it's just like, it's fine, but like this is like
this one I thought was dumb. Yeah.
It's like a lot of the great horror that Jordan Peele does is from the subtlety and like the tension of it. Mm-hmm. So when he does shit like this, it's just like, you don't need to do this. I didn't want that. Yeah. He'll get better at doing his scares in his next two movies. So.
He goes outside for a smoke and. Fucking groundskeeper over here,
Walter, just
sprinting straight,
running like the
him.
T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Yes, going straight for him, and then kind of just does like a turn.
I'm wondering how many people would have put two and two together, because they mentioned the grandpa at the beginning being like a Olympic athlete for running, and then you just have the groundskeeper, and he's just fucking sprinting around the yard. I wonder, because I didn't put it together when I first saw it, but I wonder if you can like make that connection.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until you literally said it right now. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Like that's the whole reason he's running out there. I don't know why he's fucking running in his full getup, like coat, pants, hat, everything. But yeah, he's fucking sprinting.
Grandpa forgot to take them off.
Yeah,
he's
true.
old.
Well, he can't take the hat off because of the
he can't take it off because of the scar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's also when we move over. Like Chris looks over and Georgina is standing at the window,
and she like lifts up her.
Well, she's not doing that. She does that later.
Oh yeah.
But in this one, she is like playing with her hair and looking at her, because we learn it's a wig covering the scar. Yeah. So,
I feel like they could have put her in a better wig. I'm just gonna say it right now, you guys. I'm sorry. It wasn't a good wig.
I mean, it feels very stereotypical hairstyle for a maid, so I get it. But yeah, it doesn't work.
And I'm sure they probably were doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, did my girl dirty. But Chris gets caught by the mom.
By the mom. She's sitting in her office.
So, I'll have to let you take over from here for a second.
Okay.
Hold on. So he goes, right, the mom stops him. She's like, you've been smoking. And she's like, do you smoke in front of my daughter? And she's like, all right, calm down. But anyways, the mom pisses me off so much. I hate her. Okay, spoiler everyone for my life. I have mommy issues, okay? So when I see a character who acts like she fucking knows it all, it pisses me off. So she was already pissing me off, right?
I mean, that is a very, just like, you smoking in front of my daughter. It's like, that's my daughter and like, sort of thing. It's like, at the same time, your daughter is a grown adult. It's a
grown woman. Whatever. But then she's sitting there stirring her little tea.
Oh, but I love that, because it's just like, like the dad mentions earlier about hypnotization, and even Chris is just like, what, you're gonna get like a clock and dangle it in front of me?
I
Like, we have that
mhm.
perception of what hypnotism is about, and she's just sitting there stirring her tea, and we as an audience don't really know, but like,
I knew exactly what she was doing. I said, "You bitch, you're hypnotizing him right
fair
now."
enough, but
And it
it's
was
just like
pissed.
she's just stirring the tea, and like that sound is constantly happening in the background, almost like it's hypnotizing
It
us.
was driving me insane.
Yeah,
It
it's
was like
supposed to.
torture. I skipped this part, Cody. I
Oh,
went skip, 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 skip,
oh, you
skip.
skipped this? This is
Yes.
one of my favorite
So
scenes
you're gonna
with
have to tell me what happens because
so
I
basically this is
was
like
raging.
the mom, Missy is her name, is basically like
Messy.
asking Chris questions about like his past, what happened with his mom.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened with his
Okay.
mom because I skipped
So
this.
so we learn in this scene Chris basically his mom was coming home from work and then got hit and like died out there, and he feels guilt because as an 11-year-old he was just at his house watching cartoons while his mom was dying out there.
But he
And
didn't see it or anything,
no, he didn't
right?
see it, but he
Okay.
feels that guilt of just like, I should have been out there looking for her because like she didn't come home when she was supposed to.
Okay, okay.
Like I was just at home watching cartoons and she was dead out there.
See,
And it's
kids,
like,
that's what happens when you watch TV too much.
yeah. But
Your
like
parents
I
die.
can't believe you skipped this because like Daniel
I
Kaluuya,
couldn't
like
fucking do it.
he's his emotion on him. I mean, it's on the poster of his like shocked
Oh
face
yeah,
with
no,
tears
he did
running
great.
down his eyes, just
If it
like
was just him, I would have watched it all day. Her, I couldn't do it,
fair
Cody.
enough, but just like the look on his face is just like it's very realistic to someone just reliving that trauma. Like it's such a good performance
Oh
and I
yeah.
love it. And also we get established in them like him scratching at the couch, which will play into the climax of the movie.
Later.
And then we get like the iconic of just like you're paralyzed, you can't move, and then like sink. And then he like sinks
He
down
goes,
into the
boo.
sunken place. Fantastic imagery. I just love the black void
Yes.
of just like you're floating, but it's like
And you see what's going on, like way
yeah,
up
like
there,
it's like
but
on a
you're
TV screen.
down in
But
the
it's like
abyss.
it's almost like you're floating, like there's no gravity, but at the same time you're being
Pulled
pulled
down.
down to like further and further into this dark place. Like, it's terrifying.
Oh
It's a
yeah, no,
terrifying
I did
image.
really like how they, because what did he call this?
It's called the sunken
The
place.
sunken place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like how they
Because the mom literally like she
did
walks up
this.
to the TV screen looking thing and she's just like, you are now in the sunken place.
Ugh, I hate her.
And
I
then
hate her so much.
I hate like she closes his eyes and like it just goes dark and it's just like, oh, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, no, she's gross. I hate her.
Fair enough. I can't believe you skipped this scene. Like
I
one of the best like performances of Daniel Kaluuya in this movie.
dude, I tried, but like every time she kept clinking that freaking teacup, I was like, I was like, I want to punch this woman right now. Like I want to
Fair
fight
enough.
her.
I
That's
get that, but like I love the sound
oh.
design of it too because like that sound will just come back through and be like a trigger for
Oh my God,
Chris.
it was triggering me, my anger. I was like, bruh. It's like she's being really weird and it's pissing me off. I wrote it like this. And I said, Cody will have to tell me what happened because that's what I
Okay,
skipped.
fair enough. It's a shame no dog died in here, so that way I can't write in my notes. What did Nikki think
Yeah.
of
I
this?
was like, Cody will have to tell me what. Yeah. Anytime a mom's pissing me off in a movie,
You're gonna be like,
will
Cody,
have to-
take it over from here.
I couldn't do it. But anyways, Chris wakes up.
Mm-hmm. And we see his phone's unplugged. The first instance of like his phone being unplugged. Again, them trying to very much isolate him. Of just like now we're going to try to cut you off from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
By
Make sure
unplugging your
phone's
phone.
dead.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, Chris, like I get it. Like I let my phone battery drain a lot, but it's like, dude, you have to have your phone plugged in constantly, or it's gonna die.
I was like, what
Like
kind of
multiple
phone do you got,
days
baby?
and
Yeah.
like multiple times
Well, yeah,
throughout the
because he
day.
keeps leaving his phone up in the room, and it's just
Yeah.
like.
Which, by the way, my cell phone's like it's always in my pocket unless I have it in my hand.
But I mean, I guess like because once I go to sleep, my phone is, pretty. It's down there.
Yeah.
And then as I'm sleeping, I'll charge it. So I guess if you wake up and like it's been off of the charger all night, it's at like, 20%. Like, you can't really have it around. So you're going to leave it up in your room to
But
try
at the
and
same
charge
time,
it.
how long does it take to charge your phone?
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Get like a rapid charging thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Chris.
Not a very good advertisement for the type of phone Chris has, which I think is a
No.
Google phone.
Oh, I love my Google phone.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
have a Google phone.
Battery on it okay?
I mean, I don't really use it too crazy.
Oh, fair
Especially when
enough.
I'm like working and stuff. I'm like never on my phone.
I have an iPhone, so...
I have an iPhone. That's freaking everyone I work with. Everyone I work with has an iPhone.
I have an iPhone that's 5 years old. So.
Tangent. Sorry. But it was funny because I was buying something for one of the people I work with because he drinks like very specific water. Love him. But he drinks very specific water. And he didn't have any.
Guess what's in here? It's fucking tap water.
But I was like, oh, like I can just do like an order for you. You can pick it up at Margaret. And I was like, because he just moved to like that side of town.
Wait, they sell it there?
Yeah, the specific type of water that he wanted.
That's an interesting specific type of water that you just sell
specifically at Margaret. Yeah. It's like the it's like
don't say the brand because it could tell.
Well, it's not Voss, but it's like a fancy Voss.
Oh, okay.
Or a fancy water like Voss. They sell it like at Quick Trip. They sell it everywhere. But I was like, I'll just pick you you can just pick it up, order, blah 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 blah. And he's like, okay, well, I need to pay you back. And he's like, do you have like an Apple Pay kind of thing? And he's like, oh wait, you don't have an iPhone. I was like, yeah, no. And he's like, I don't have cash on me. I was like, it's okay. Like, you can bring it later. He's like, no, I need to do this right now. And he's like, we need to figure this out. And I'm like, well, I have Venmo. That's all I got, man. And I was like, but dude, like, it's okay. Like, you can give me back later. He's an older guy. So he's like, no, I need it. He's like 52.
How much was this water anyway?
Oh, it wasn't that. It was maybe like $10.
Okay.
It wasn't. I think he got 2. So maybe it was like, I don't know. It's crazy for water though, honestly.
I'm just saying like $10
for the amount.
Like, no, we need to do it now.
No, he was like, we need to get this done. And so I was like, nah, like, dude, it's cool. He ended up Apple paying my assistant manager because she has Venmo. And then she Venmo'd me the money. And
that's like, such a weird triangle of money going around.
All just because of the fact that I don't have and all of them are like, Nikki, if you just had an iPhone, this.
No.
I was like, no.
That's not an excuse to just get a fucking iPhone.
No, so this is probably like, I know that they've updated a lot since then. I had an iPhone 4 once upon a time ago when I was like in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Worst phone I've ever had. It gave me the most issues. I fucking hated it. And at that age, at 14, I said, I'm never getting another iPhone ever again. And I never have, and I never will. I will die on this hill, baby.
I don't know. I've just been using
Bury
iPhone.
me with my Google phone.
I've just been using iPhone for so long that I'm just used to it. I will say, though, I love my BlackBerry back when I had BlackBerry.
Ooh, BlackBerry.
So my dad
loved a BlackBerry.
It's pretty good. Pretty good phone. I love the keyboard and everything. Keyboard, it's pretty good.
I miss flip phones.
Me too. I miss the Motorola Razor. Like, that thing was fucking awesome. I think we talked about this.
We did.
In our Cloverfield episode.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, someone in there had, like, a flip. No, Rob had a flip phone.
Well, and then there was one girl.
Oh, yeah, the one who had, like, an iPod Nano phone. Just, like, recording
filming.
And stuff like that. Very funny.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's going to be a great video to look back on. Anyways, okay.
People are going to be making fun of our phones in like 20 years.
Oh, for sure. They're like, look at those bricks.
The person had an iPhone 12. How fucking quaint.
Yeah, how quaint. Who are these people?
I don't know.
How quaint.
How quaint. That's our generation in 20 years. Oh, how quaint. We're not going to be saying like on fleek. No cap.
Fire. Oh, God. Anyways, Jay, you can cut that out.
Nah, leave it in. It's fine.
But Chris wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's feeling a little weird.
Yeah, he goes for... Does he go for a cigarette? No, he goes out for a walk.
Yes, he does.
And he starts taking pictures of everything out. And he notices Georgina's up in the window. This is when she's like checking on her wig.
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't notice it like my first time watching, but yeah, she clearly lifts up her wig. You don't see what's going on, but like clearly she's wearing.
Well,
a
I can
wig.
see that she is like adjusting her wig or messing with it, but it
It
honestly
looks like
looks
she's
like
flipping it up to like check on the scar or something
yeah,
like
and
that.
I mean, maybe like she was just like making sure it was laying correctly. Like it's not like anything too crazy to, but in the context that we know now, she's very much flipping that shit
Yeah,
up to
like
look at
I
the
want I
scar.
watched it today, and it's like it's very much she's just like it almost feels like she just like fucking almost takes it off.
Yeah, it's like wow, and of course Chris is being a creep and just has his it's like
Well, he
zooming
tries to
in
play
on
it
her.
cool at first, like he's over here, and then he like slowly pans it up to the window.
And then she just whips around and
Yeah,
looks at him, and
she's just like boom.
he's not like calm, cool, or collected about this at all. He like
Yeah,
turns real
he
quick. He's
quickly
like,
he quickly just
he's like,
what's over here?
I'm actually looking down at the floor right now.
Oh, this is an interesting looking ant.
Yeah,
Just zoom in.
just zoom in on that.
But he looks up and Georgina's gone.
Yes, and so he continues wandering, and he runs into the groundskeeper.
Walter, the groundskeeper.
Yeah, and so he goes over and he's like, "Hey, man, like, what up?" He's like, "Yo, what up?" Like, hey, how's
Yeah,
it
it's
going?
like, how's it
It's
going?
weird that you're a groundskeeper and you're black.
You don't notice the house looks like a plantation? It's super
Isn't
bizarre,
that
dude.
weird too?
We're just one step away from cotton being over there and stuff like that.
And Walter, that's his name.
Yeah, Walter.
Walter is like being real fucking weird.
Well, he's essentially, we think of it as weird, but then you, in the context of just he's an 80-year-old man. It's like, oh, his
an 80-year-old
dialogue
white
makes
man,
sense.
yeah.
Because like he's talking at Rose, he's like, she's a fine gal. She's very pretty, like a darn good keeper and stuff like that. Like a typical like man who grew up in like the 30s and 40s are just like, she's so great, isn't she?
And Chris is just like,
yeah, Chris is just like, the fuck is going on?
that is a fucking weird thing to say, man. But okay, cool.
And he also is like, I apologize for my running activities from last night.
Yeah, and Chris is
I
like,
didn't mean to scare you.
He's like, yeah, that's cool, man. It's fine.
I very much love, I don't know this actor, but I just love the fact that he has the cadence and like the speaking like ways of like an 80-year-old man. Like, shout out.
I was
to
like,
all
bro,
these actors. These are great.
Stay 50 feet away from me, honestly.
Stay over there.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, but anyway, I think he leaves then to go back up to the room.
Yeah, he goes back
chit
upstairs.
chat with Rose,
yeah.
and he looks at his cigarettes, and he's like, ugh.
Oh, I don't want any of this.
Yeah, and then he tells Rose, he's like, I'm pretty sure your mom hypnotized me last night. I feel sick.
I love
whenever I look at
Rose's
my
like
cigs."
little performative where she's just on the bench, just like, oh my god, I can't believe she was doing shit
I was
that.
like,
I'm sorry.
she isn't weirded out enough about the hypnosis. Like, if I found out that my mother hypnotized my boyfriend without really his consent at all,
Yeah.
I would be a little freaking pissed off. I'd be like, what?
At the same time, I don't know what it would be like to grow up with a mom who was a psychiatrist. Maybe that's like norm.
I don't know. I know how it is to grow up with a mom who's, I won't say it anyways, but who's crazy.
Fair enough. Jade, cut it out. No, no.
My sisters listen to this. They still talk
So
to her.
your sisters would be like, yeah.
Probably. But like, it's just like, yo, like I would be like, girl, you can't be doing that at all. Like, what's going on?
The fuck?
The fuck? Like, I have a sit down with her. We can't let our parents get away with being freaking weird.
We can't keep letting them get away with it.
This. Yeah. Stop
But
that.
this is also when he mentions of just like Walter might like kind of have a thing for you from the way he's talking about
yeah, he's
you.
like, he's being really freaking weird. And
But
she's
this is
like,
when Rose gaslights him again. They're just like, what,
you think I have a chance?
You think he wants to fuck me or something?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
okay, yeah.
This is when all the guests show up.
Crazy how all of these black, very much like not inconspicuous. They are very conspicuous. These black cars are just all pulling up.
Okay, but it's very much in the theme.
Mhm.
White people showing up in black vehicles.
And not
Much-
white ones like they're supposed to be driving.
Much like what is going to be
Yes.
revealed later on. Yeah, I think even Jordan Peele like explicitly state like, yes, that's the reason why they're all showing up in these black cars.
That's so funny.
It's symbolism
Yeah.
for like what these people are doing.
I wrote super weird and cult like.
I mean, essentially, the Armitage family is a cult. We'll get
Oh,
into it when we figure out the process of what's going on. But yeah, it's very cult-like.
Crazy.
And then we get like some of the worst like guests
Oh
ever.
my god.
Like this is again that whole idea of just like you swing the pendulum so far the other way of just like being racist to being not racist, where it's just like you hit that mark where it's just like you came all the way back around to being racist. Because like a lot of them are just like, oh yeah, like I love golf and I can't really play it anymore, but I know Tiger. I'm a big fan of Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff
names like
that.
the one like black athlete that they know, or
Which is crazy because it's like you could have named so many other black athletes.
Well, even just other golfers too,
or any other
that are just famous. And
I mean,
be like, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I only know Tiger Woods as a golfer. I know nothing about golf other than Tiger Woods, and that's because he's constantly in the news with like his controversies and stuff like that.
Something just happened with him too.
He got like arrested or something.
Like another like DUI or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Tiger Woods.
He's a freaking mess.
But then like there's a one woman who's just like feeling him up, just like, ooh, strong muscles.
And then
shit
she
like
asks Rose, like,
Yeah,
is
she's
it
like-
true?
She's like, is he a tripod or what? What's going on? Does he got that dang-a-lang thing in between his legs?
And Rose is like, okay, we're going to go ahead and go over here and not talk to you anymore.
And then we get the one dude. He's got like one of my favorite lines of just like, black is in fashion.
It's like, what does that mean? I mean, now we know what I mean. But I'm like, what does that mean?
I mean, it's so much of just like swinging the opposite way, because when we think of racism, especially here in America where we live, is just like we think of racism as seeing a race below us. Whereas this is the different kind of racism where it's just like we think that they're so superior to us that in and of itself is racism.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just like most black people just want to be treated like normal people.
Yeah. I feel like most people just want to be treated like
just
people.
like treat them like a normal person. Don't be like they're below us or above us. It's just like we're all human.
Yeah. Let's just be normal.
Let's just be normal about
That'd
it.
be cool, you guys, if we could do that. Sorry, I'm popping my fingers. But yeah, so he's slowly being introduced to all the party goers, and then he sees
Another black man.
he said, "My guy, come here,
Come here, man.
please."
I need some kind of
He's
normalcy
like,
in
these
this.
people are being fucking weird.
Unfortunately, this black dude's also weird.
Yeah, because he goes over and he says like, "Hey man, like it's so good to see another black man here."
Notice though, out of all the guests that are here, he is the only one wearing a hat.
Yes, that is true.
Because it's hiding that scar that's around there. Like we have Georgina with the wig, we have Walter with the hat. Now we have this dude who's
Logan,
quote unquote,
quote.
but it's Andre from the beginning.
Yes.
And what I love about this is most people don't even realize it's the same
person. Because Andre in the beginning had a mustache, some
he had a
facial
beard.
hair. Okay.
Like he had a full-on beard. And the way he dressed and the way like he carried himself at the beginning
Completely
is so
different.
vastly different. This is why I love this actor, like Keith. What was his last name? Stanfield. Like you can see that dichotomy of how he was at the beginning to him now,
versus now,
where he's just like, "Oh, hello, Chris. It's so nice to meet you." And like he's so uptight and proper,
like, kind of weird, yeah. And so,
well,
Chris is like,
he's essentially an old white man in a black person body, and he perfectly encapsulates that.
And Chris is just like,
yeah. Chris is just like, my man,
you are not.
You were supposed to be normal too, and you're not.
He's like, you're just weird.
I love when like the woman he's with,
a very older woman,
like twice his age,
yes,
comes up and he's just like, oh, Chris was just telling me how he feels so much better with my presence here.
It's like, all right, and Chris is like, okay,
yeah,
and the older woman's like, oh, like yeah, like this is Logan. Well, let's go over here now. Like let's leave.
These people want to talk to you, and I love it. Like Chris goes in for the fist bump, but Logan just handshakes.
Yeah.
Again, it's showing that like differences in like culture stuff because again, Logan's a white man in a black person body, and here's like
an older white man.
Yeah,
too,
an older
like,
white man. So not only is there like a cultural difference between that, but there's like an age difference between it too. But what's really creepy is like when they go over to meet those other people is just like he starts showing off the body of just like look at this new outfit that I have on. He
like spins around and they're like, ooh.
It's a detail that you wouldn't necessarily like notice
right away
on your first viewing, but when you see it again, it's just like it's eerie because it's just like, look what I got. You guys can have something like this too. Just
It's gross.
It's very gross.
I will say once we get I guess I could just say it freaking right now since we
we already said spoilers.
But I just thought this was just gonna be hypnotism. Like I thought they hypnotized.
I mean, that's what Rod thinks too.
Yeah, to the point where like I was on Rod's side, not really sex slaves, but hypnotizing them.
Something like mind control.
Yeah, but there's like a whole brain surgery involved, and that was the twist on the twist. I was like, huh?
Oh, okay. So you didn't anticipate that?
No, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think back to like what my first impressions like as I'm watching the movie. I think I probably also thought it was some kind of mind control, or some kind of like. I don't know exactly how to put it, but like I don't think I was expecting the brain surgery, but something like maybe like a white person's consciousness moved into this body sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or something weird like that.
Brain surgery is crazy. But yeah, so Chris kind of walks off because he's like, I need to try and find a place of solitude right now because these people are driving me crazy. And he goes over to the little gazebo area where there's chairs being set out. And there's another man over there that's kind of chilling, so Chris just kind of sits to
His name is Jim Hudson, a blind photographer, which this actor has been in a lot of different things. Most people will remember him. He's the guy from Office Space, the one who's like, where's my stapler?
Oh,
yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
I know him because he's in a few Coen Brothers movies.
I'm trying to see what else he's in. But yeah, so Chris starts, conversation with him because the guy's like, all these people are fucking weird.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like any of these people.
What's interesting about this character is like he almost shares that kind of sentimentality because like when Chris shows up at first, he's just like, Jim is just like ignorant. They're all ignorant and stuff like that. Because like I think even he can tell of just like, oh, they're like they're not saying anything negative about you, but they're being intolerant of you, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is very hypocritical of him. We'll get into it, but he's going to benefit from this system.
Yeah.
So,
but, we find out that Chris knows of him.
Yeah.
He knows he's like an art dealer.
He's a famous art dealer who used to be like a photographer himself until his vision went away.
He's now blind.
Yeah.
And he tells Chris, he's like, I know of your work. Like, I really, really love it.
He's like, you got an eye for that sort of thing. I'm setting up what his motivations are.
Yeah. And, they have like a nice little chit chat. Chris is probably like, finally, someone normal.
Yeah, someone who's actually treating me like a normal person.
Human being, which is so sad later.
I mean, it takes a blind man to not notice race, I guess.
He said, I don't see race.
Again, even though he's not being intolerant that way, he's still going to benefit from a very racist system. Again, it's playing into the themes of just like we think of it in our culture of just like, we try not to be racist, but very much like we benefit from like Black people like creations and inventions that we don't necessarily give them credit for.
Oh yeah,
or, like
how
take for our own.
We just like pretend that some things that have been invented, like that were actually invented by a Black man. They're like, oh well, no, it's actually this white man.
Like the go-to example that I have that I think everyone does is like Elvis Presley, whose like title is like King of Rock and Roll, and just like he presents himself as like the poster child and like the creator of modern rock and roll, but no, he stole that from Black culture.
Well, and I feel like a lot of music
Yeah, like jazz, blues, it all came from like African Americans, but like we as white people, we took that and claimed it as our own.
Don't we just suck, you guys?
Yeah, I know. In fact, even before this, I took like
Ooh.
I saved this photo of just like a bunch of different like inventions that black people have come up with and like who invented them. Let me just read out some of like the biggest ones, like air conditioning.
I was gonna say air conditioning's on there.
By Frederick M. Jones, invented in 1949.
Thank you.
We're sitting here during
you,
like a
Frederick.
hot day with
Yeah.
air conditioning. Like we don't even think about it, but like yeah, that was a black person's
Thank
invention.
you.
Other things like blood plasma bags,
Oh shit.
elevators, fire extinguishers, gas masks, hairbrush. I mean, even one of the most famous ones, peanut butter, was invented by a black man, George Washington Carver.
We always hear about that one.
Yeah, you hear about it all the time in school, but it's just like...
I feel like that's the only one that we're like, we'll give it to the black man.
Yeah, we'll give it to... You invented peanut butter, and it's pretty good, I guess.
It's pretty tasty.
We came up with jelly, and, you know, we put that together. It's better.
But like everything else, like we did.
Yeah. But
So
like,
wild.
again, this character, Jim, is very much the personification of that, of just like, he sees himself as not racist, but like what he wants from Chris, like he's benefiting from something that is racist. Like he's like, I couldn't care about like your vision, but it's like you're still taking something from a black man that is his.
Yeah.
And you don't actually care about this person. You care about yourself.
And then even later, he's like, well, it doesn't matter what color you are. Like,
yeah.
And it's like,
but it's like
okay,
you're still
this
benefiting
still,
from this. Like you're still playing into that system, that
because it's just
systemic
like the
racism.
only reason why Chris is here is because he's a black man.
Yeah.
And the only reason why you're here is because you're a rich white man.
Yeah.
So it's like,
again, this is why I love Jordan Peele's writing, because like it's not a hit you over the head obvious with it, but it's like it's there, and like it's very much prevalent and like important to talk about, and like again, this is why I love horror. You can talk about these things, and like it plays into the fears and anxieties, because like you think about 2017 when we had like the rise of just like we see like footage of unarmed black men being shot by cops and stuff like that. Like this came out at the right time for something like that, to just be like, this is what our fears are nowadays. It's just like this racial prejudice against black people. It's just that in this movie, it's showing us of just like the opposite spectrum of that. It's just like people not seeing black people as lesser, but just like so far superior
that they're wanting to take it.
Again, they want to
to
take it and make it their own. They're just like, you guys are great, but do you know what would make it perfect is if you had our minds in your bodies.
Which is like, what the fuck?
Fucking insane.
Wild.
Again, like, that's why I love this movie. It's so on topic. It's so fucking woke.
It's so woke. Yeah, stay woke, you guys.
This is probably the most woke movie we've talked about.
I think so, yeah.
Because even with Weapons, they had a gay couple in it, but it's like, that's not the point of the movie.
That's not good enough for us.
That's not good enough for us.
It's not woke enough.
We need to have a movie talking about systemic racism.
Damn it. But yeah, so Chris goes upstairs because he's like, everyone's being weird.
Oh, this is one of the most unchilling things of just everyone's like in the house. They're all talking. They're all in their conversations.
And as
Chris
he goes
walks
upstairs,
and literally once he's off, like not in the
like
shot
upstairs
anymore,
and gone,
everyone just stops talking. And they just look up and they're just like listening to what Chris is doing. And just like, oh, just that sudden stop of everyone stop talking.
What's going on here?
Why
are we doing that?
It's so unnerving. It reminds me a lot of just like movies like Rosemary's Baby, of just like this whole conspiracy of just everyone in on it. And there's just this guys with everything.
Oh, we should do that.
We could talk about Rosemary's Baby.
I would love to do that. That's a good movie.
We could also do like the Stepford Wives, because that kind of has a little bit in here as well.
Rosemary's Baby and Stepford Wives. I remember watching Stepford Wives.
Rosemary's Baby is crazy.
It's so good. And my sister really likes that movie too.
Unfortunately, directed by a
Oh,
very
piece
awful
of
man.
shit, yeah.
And when we get to Rosemary's Baby, we can talk about Roman
We'll talk
Polanski
shit
and
on him,
everything
don't
about
worry.
him. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
But yeah, so he goes upstairs and
Again, his phone is unplugged.
yeah, and he calls Rod and he's like, "This place is fucking weird."
Yeah, Rod's just like, "See, man, I fucking told you."
He's
I
like,
love his little rant about Jeffrey Dahmer. Just
yeah, because he talks about, because Chris says like, "I'm pretty sure Rose's mom hypnotized me," and he's like, "Yo." He's like, Jeffrey Dahmer, like sex slaves, like they're trying to turn
sex
you
slaves.
into.
He's like, brought them over to have their dicks sucked, but that didn't happen. He cut off their heads after he had them suck their dick and stuff like that. Like, it's a very good, like, again, this is much needed levity.
Yeah,
like,
from like what we just.
What's great is that Jordan Peele knows how to space it out. We had like a long time without Rod, and then he comes back to like relieve the tension of what's going on. Like, very good. Like,
kind of like. Because it's like what the audience is thinking. Like, yo, they're trying to do some weird shit to you right now. And Rod's like, bro, you need to get out of there.
Rod's a good surrogate for the audience of people just being like, dude, you need to get the fuck out of here. And Chris is being told by Rod, like, hey, you need to get out of here.
And so he's on the phone with him. And is he talking about how he thinks that like the maid is...
Well, first, Chris hangs up from Rod because Rod's going off on just like sex slaves and stuff like that. And it's like, this is ridiculous. But that's when Georgina comes in and apologizes for unplugging your cellular phone. Yeah,
and I wrote down, she's being weird as fuck again. She really is.
Because she's an old lady.
Yeah. And Chris
and
is
also
like,
she does have to act like a maid in her own house. So it's like she also kind of has this level of just like passive aggressiveness.
Chris is like, yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
I love Chris's line of just like, yeah, I get nervous when there's too many white people around. And that's when you see like, it's another instance of real Georgina coming out because you see that face drop because it's like, it's almost like Georgina's coming out to like try to warn Chris to be like, yeah, this is a dangerous situation.
Like, you need to get out.
You need to get out. You are right to have that instinct. But then like, the old woman inside takes back over and it's just like, no. Like,
and then like I think this is when she starts crying.
Yeah,
right?
like crying again. Like I think that's real Georgina crying. But no, like the scene that I thought was cheesy in the trailer. Like in context in the movie, this is very unsettling. Again, that's why you shouldn't like judge a movie based on the trailer because like in context it might be different than out of context.
I was just having a discussion with my sisters about movie trailers and how I really don't like watching them because sometimes they either put all of the good shit in a movie into the trailer and then when you go thinking you're gonna like get more good stuff, you're not gonna see it. Or it's like they put stuff like this in where you might think it's a little cheesy and then not want to go. But then when you get there, you're like, oh, wait, like that was actually like
Yeah,
good.
It actually works within the context of the movie.
And or like they tell you the whole story or they don't tell you enough. And
do you
you're
know
like...
Do you know what's funny about the trailer to Get Out? I rewatched it, not recently, but like a few years ago. That trailer pretty much just gives the entire movie away. So it's very surprising that when I went to go see this movie, I was shocked at the twist that happened.
That's why I think I didn't want to go see it because I saw so many trailers for it that I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what's going to happen.
I think I've only seen like the trailer prior to watching this movie like once. So it's like, it wasn't like fresh in my mind sort of situation.
And to be fair, even watching this still, I kind of knew exactly what was going to happen. I mean, I guess at the end, like that part was a little different than what I thought it was going to be.
The actual like,
and then like
what's
I said,
really going on is kind of hard to predict.
The surgery thing, I was like, whoa. But like I knew about the hypnotism. I knew they were trying to do something with him and sell him basically because he was a black man. And, you know, I knew those bits. So I was like, I don't know if I would get much more out of this movie. But watching it, I'm glad I did.
I don't know.
It's
for
very
me,
good.
like one of the best twists in this movie is just the Rose twist of just like she's actually in on everything because like their relationship is so great throughout the entire movie that like you don't believe that she's a part of
Well,
this.
see, because like, okay, because as we get into it later, we'll get there. But I was like, because I'm like the whole time, like, okay, she is in on this, right?
Yeah, she is.
But
She's
then,
putting on an act.
But then there's a scene because I'm thinking like, yeah, she fucking knows what she's doing. But then at the end, when she's looking for her keys, I was like, maybe she's not in on it.
Yeah, and that's
And
why
then she fucks me up again. I'm like, God damn it.
She is such a good actress. But like even before that, we get the scene with the photos where like it kind of implies she's in on it.
Yeah.
But like
But
we're so invested into the
relation.
relation. For me, it's like we're so invested in the relationship, we don't want to buy into it. It's like, oh, maybe they're making her do this without her knowledge and stuff like that. But no.
I know, because then I was like, oh, well, because, as she's like fishing for keys, I was like, maybe they've hypnotized her.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
She can't remember. But then she's like, I can't give the keys to
you,
right, babe?
I can't give you these keys, right,
I was
babe?
like, no.
Like, that's a great twist. I love that.
I was like, damn it, Rose. We're a little ahead of ourselves.
A little bit.
Sorry. But yeah, so so after the maid is weird as fuck, Chris goes back down to join the party, and he had talked to Rod about him. Or no, not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay. But I know that he's like, I'm going to take a picture of this Logan guy.
Yeah.
Because he's being
the first weird. Situation is just like he walks out and there's just like a group of people at the door. And like, almost like they're anticipating him coming back out. And then you have like this, I find it very, very funny, this elderly Asian man who's
the
just
only other like non-white
yeah, the only other non-white
here.
person there. And weirdly enough, he is being as racist as all the other white people there.
And he says,
as an African American, how would you feel like your experience in America is? And I love like Chris. He's just like, hey man, like Logan. He's just like, hey, why don't you answer this question? And I love his response. He's like, well, for me personally, I find my experience as an African American a good one.
A good one. Like, all right.
That's a very funny line.
Says the white man in the black man's body.
Very good.
It's quaint.
But yeah, this is when Chris he tries to sneakily take a picture of Logan to see what's going on, but oops, he forgot he had the flash on.
And Logan loses his shit.
Dude,
or should I say Andre?
I love the detail of just like when the light flashes, like the light lingers in the eye. Because they do that later too when this comes back, but it's just like it's a cool little detail.
Yeah, I noticed it more like the second time it comes around.
And then it like slowly fades and you see like Andre come out.
And he's immediately like, get out.
Yeah.
Get out. Like
title drop, roll credits.
Screaming at Chris. And Chris obviously in this context thinks he's just mad that he took a picture of him. And he's like, hey man, I'm really, really sorry. And but no, Andre now is like, no. Like,
no, Andre is just like,
the fuck out of here. You need to leave.
What I love about it, because like Chris does know who Andre is. He doesn't recognize him because like he looks different.
Like
he's acting
we said,
different.
yeah, like he looks completely
but
different.
Like he knows. So it's like Andre is now looking at someone he knows and it's just like, oh shit, dude, you need to get the fuck out of here. Like you need to go.
And obviously,
like it's not just saving a fellow black man; it's saving like presumably a friend of just like, no, dude, this is dangerous. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Almost like how Georgina was trying to do it.
And so obviously, shit's kind of going crazy right now. So everyone's trying to get a handle on things. And later, some of the party is now in like the sitting living room area.
They're sitting in there.
They're
because
explaining to Chris what happened. He has seizures.
He has a seizure.
The flash, it brought it on. It's fine.
Which nothing about that was a seizure.
And I think Chris even said like,
he
his
has a cousin who like has seizures.
He's like, that was not a seizure.
So he's like, that's not a seizure. And like, any sane person would look at that and just be like, that
was not a seizure. And I love how Rose again is gaslighting him, and she's like, well, my dad's a neurosurgeon or whatever the fuck, and she's like, so I think I'm gonna like believe like his diagnosis.
I also do love that like line drop, because I think throughout most of the movie we don't know what the dad does. So. They never mention it, but yeah, in just passing dialogue she says, yeah, my dad's a neurosurgeon.
So I'm gonna believe what he said.
Yeah, but not only that, but it's just like, Now we know he works with neurology, so he would do brain
Oh,
surgery. So
interesting. A
interesting.
neurosurgeon does brain surgery. Interesting.
How quaint.
How quaint.
But yeah, the mom brought Logan into the room to like help calm him down, but in reality, she just put
Doing her
Andre.
little clinks.
She put Andre back into the sunken place, essentially.
That bitch.
So that way, Logan can fully become his white black self.
So Logan comes into the sitting room. He's like,
My apologies, everyone. I just got rather upset.
He's like, sorry, Chris, that was probably really fucking weird what just happened. I apologize.
I'm so sorry. And Chris is like, he's like, no, man, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know the flash was on.
Yeah, and Chris, you can tell Chris is just like, I just want to get out of the situation.
He's like fucking embarrassed.
Like, it's embarrassing. Some weird shit's going down. That was not a seizure. I feel like I'm getting gaslit right now. I would just like to go home, possibly.
Mm-hmm. But this is when Rose is just like, come on, let's go for a walk. And the father's just like, come on, we're just going to play music and have bingo and stuff like that.
We're about to have bingo, you guys.
Yeah.
It's just like, we're going to go for a walk instead.
But I do love that of just like, she's intentionally taking, like, it's essentially a setup. She's taking him away from bingo because bingo in this context is an auction.
Insane. When this was happening, I was
like,
oh.
The silent auction, like in the style of like a slave auction, is unsettling. It is, I hate it.
Not to bring this out into a comedic thing, but remember that Key and Peele sketch?
Yes, where Key and Peele are slaves. And, like, they're trying to be, like, auctioned off, and they keep having, like, better slaves come up. Yes, I do know that skit.
I just saw that one, like, a couple weeks ago for, like, I'd seen it before, but I was like, that's funny.
Oh, God, I never even made that connection.
First,
that's
like,
really funny.
At first, they're like, oh, well, of course they picked that guy. Of course, you know.
Of
like,
course,
look at him, look at him. The next guy comes, they're like, well, that's kind of weird. Why'd they pick him?
Yeah. And then they try to start overselling themselves.
It's so funny. But yeah, I just now thought of that. I was like, oh, they did do a skit of that.
I didn't even make that connection. But yeah, that's really funny.
If y'all
that's
haven't
really good.
seen that skit, you should go watch it.
Guys, go watch Key and Peele. It's really good.
It's funny. But yeah, so Rose takes Chris for a walk, and then he is basically like opening up to her, and he's like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm getting really weird vibes.
Not only that, but we now learn the full context of like his dead mother.
Yes.
Of just like she didn't die instantly. Mm-hmm. She was laying on the ground bleeding out to death. Again, bringing back the deer from earlier. Yeah. That's how the deer was. The deer was also lying bleeding out like his mom. Mm-hmm. Like the full trauma is now being realized.
Yes. And coming full circle.
And it's basically setting up like Chris's motivations when we get to the end of the movie, because like he'll have opportunities where he himself can leave, but like someone else is in peril, and
he's like, wait a minute.
He's like, he feels compelled to go and help him despite his own instincts to survive, and like we're setting it up here so that way it makes sense later as to why he's making that decision. Very well written. I love it. So,
but Rose again is just like, you're trying to leave me? Because he's basically like, I would like to leave now.
Yeah, she says, without me. And Chris is just like, whatever you want.
And it's like, okay, baby girl, first of all, he didn't say you can't go with him. But if you're not going to be supportive and go with him, then baby girl, you're going to be left here. Thank you very much.
I mean, she even turns around like super upset. And it's just like, maybe hear your boyfriend out.
And again, more gaslighting.
I mean, you've been around this party. Everyone's being super fucking racist. Like,
well, yeah, and then, you know, of course, at first...
A literal old woman just felt up your boyfriend, and you yourself don't feel like you should leave?
Yeah.
Again, it's all an act. Like Rose,
exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, us pretending like this is supposed to be, like, a real relationship and, like, real things going on. This should be not how she was taking it.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if I was Rose and, like, if we got to that moment of just some random woman came up and felt up my boyfriend, like, I would be on Chris's side. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Good night.
Because this is inappropriate.
We're done. Yeah.
But again, it's all an act. It's all a part of the plan.
So, and as they're, like, here chit-chatting, we are seeing them play bingo, quote
God,
unquote.
it's so unsettling.
And
The
it's-
most unsettling part about it is just the photo of Chris.
Well, yeah. So this is the setup because it's silent during this part,
because
and you
they
just
don't
keep
want they don't want
seeing
them hearing what's
Exactly.
going on.
And you just keep seeing the bingo cards go up and
Mm-hmm.
like interesting. And it is the dad that is leading it, right?
It's a dad.
And it slowly starts panning to the side and out, and we slowly start to see a picture of Chris. And I said, "Oh, oh, this is an auction."
Yeah.
For Chris.
But do you know what's
That's
so
insane.
disturbing about that photo though? Notice how it looks. It's not like a personal photo or something. It would have been one of the photos that Rose would have found online as she's scouting these guys.
Yeah.
Just like, oh fuck.
It's crazy.
It is. But the person who wins the bid is the blind photographer.
Yes.
What I do like is a detail of just like when he wins the bid, you can see on his face that he's disgusted with himself. I'm like, yeah, you should feel disgusted with yourself.
I hate this guy.
I mean, me too. Again, he's a hypocrite. Like, he's talking about like, oh, I don't care about your race and everything, but it's like you're benefiting from. I've said it before. You're benefiting from a system that is racist.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you're no better.
You're no better than these
You're no
people.
better than any of these other people.
No. By the way, did Chris and Rose land on leaving? Correct.
Yes, they
did.
because Rose is just like, if it's so important to you, then I will support you. Let's leave. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Because then now Chris is calling Rod again.
Not yet.
Not
They
yet.
walk back to the house
Yeah.
as all the guests are leaving and everything, and like almost like the veil just drops over everything. Like the Armitages, they're being weird. Like the mom and dad are just standing there looking at Chris. The fucking brothers on the porch playing the ukulele.
I do remember that scene. That was very fucking
It's like
weird.
it would have been great if he played the dueling banjos from Deliverance, or just like down, 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 like that would have been pretty funny.
No, yeah, he's kind of just strumming along. But yeah,
Yeah.
Veil's kind of off. They're
they're
ready to
especially
do
the
this
brother.
shit.
I feel like the brother is like getting pleasure out of doing this.
Yeah, he has his own way of doing things.
Like I get that maybe the parents don't see themselves as racist, but I feel like Jeremy definitely sees himself as racist.
I think he's loud and proud about it.
Oh
that
yeah,
freaking
definitely.
dickhead.
But this is when they go up in the room, and Chris sends Rod the picture of Logan.
Yes.
And like Rod calls him back immediately. It's like, yo, that's Andre.
He's like, that is definitely Andre. He's been missing.
This is what I love about this moment is now Rod is actively brought in.
Yeah.
Like this is the moment where he's going to be like more of an active participant in
Detective
what's going
Rod on the case.
Uh-huh.
Don't you worry, you guys. He is on it. He's a TSA agent. He don't give a
I love how like it then clicks with Chris. And it's like, fuck, we do know that guy.
He
Like,
said, but
yeah.
he's not him though.
Yeah.
He's not acting like Andre. He's acting like someone completely different. He's dressed like that's not how Andre
And he's
dresses.
with like an old white woman, and
Like twice his age.
I love how he's just like sex slave. Oh shit!
Like, Rod's like, I fucking told you, sex slaves.
It's really good. But then yeah, Chris's phone dies because again, it's been unplugged throughout the entire
And I
day.
said, Chris is fucked. This is what I wrote in my notes. Chris is fucked.
But then yeah, like he's trying to get his stuff together.
He's
but then,
ready to go.
But then there's this open door. This
Well,
little
because
tiny
he like
closet.
says something to Rose, and she's like, "Okay, like, are we ready to go?" He's like, "Yeah, we need to go like right now." And she's like, "Okay, like, let me go get my bag." So
Yeah.
then she leaves the room, and then he's still getting stuff ready, and he sees the open door.
Which was established earlier on during the night scene before he was hypnotized. He also sees that like little tiny closet,
Okay.
which also has a door open, but he doesn't investigate it then. But he does now, and
It's
this is when we get the reveal.
And there's just like a little box
Mhm.
there.
I do question of just like, did Rose intend for him to find that? Because
I
feel like
did.
it's part of the plan.
I think so too. Because I mean, why else would you leave that open?
Yeah.
Like,
But then
come
again,
on.
it's just like, if that is part of the plan, why does she keep the act up for so much longer?
I think she
after?
likes to do that. I think she likes the theatrics.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll get to it later, but Rose is fucking
I think
like
she's just,
psychotic.
Yeah, no, she's insane.
But yeah, he finds all these old like pictures of Rose. Some of them are like
And
her
right
from
away-
school and stuff.
Yeah, because right away we see that one of the pictures is with her
And a black man. Because
man.
again, earlier on,
And
she says, Chris was the first.
First boyfriend who's black.
Again, like, white women, you can't trust them. Don't date them. They're going to lie to you.
These white women.
These fucking white women.
Immediately when he sees that first picture, you can just tell on his face, he's like, oh my fucking God.
He's like, oh God. Again, then, like, as the audience, we should be now clued in that she's in on it. But I think because they set this relationship up so well, like, we don't want to believe it. Yeah. So we try to gaslight ourselves into thinking, like, oh, maybe she's hypnotized, or maybe they're just coercing her to do it against her knowledge, sort of thing. Yeah. Like, we're trying to come up with any excuse.
Well, she's trying to get him out of there right now.
Yeah. So it's like we're seeing all these, and we even see her like pictured with like Walter and Georgina.
Yeah, because as he's flipping through the photos, we get to Walter.
And we get to Georgina.
And I said, lesbians.
Lesbians. God.
Dun, dun, dun.
Even more wokeness.
Yeah. Not only is this racist, but it's gay.
Gay? She's with a black woman? That's twice as bad.
My God, Cody. That was a joke, everyone.
That was a joke. I don't actually say that. Don't clip that out of context, please.
As a white man, you can't say that.
I can't. Cody, you can't say that about other races.
Good Lord. Sorry, I just moved my mic if you heard a bunch of jostling.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so he's fucked. I wrote, he's super fucked now.
Yeah, that's when he's just like, come on. We need to get the keys so that way I can put all this in the trunk. And that's when he
shuts the closet door, and Rose is like, hey, everything okay, babe? And he's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, come on, we
need to leave. Like, where are the keys? And she's like, oh, I think they're in my bag. And she like puts her bag down. She's like rummaging through them. I'm like, they're not in there. And he's like, how about we do this on the go?
Yeah, let's just get to the car.
Yeah, let's
keep looking for those keys. Let's walk to the car now.
And he gets down the stairs.
This is when all pretenses drop.
Oh
like
my God.
All of a sudden, like Jeremy's there with like a cricket bat, like swinging it around.
Yeah.
The mom just walks in with the tea kettle.
That fucking bitch.
What is it? Bradley Whitford's character, the father, it just stands over the fireplace and he's like, what is your purpose, Chris?
It's like, my purpose is getting the fuck out of here.
Right now it's getting those keys. Come on, Rose.
Yeah, he's like, come on, like, where are they at, Rose? And she's on top of the stairs and she's like, I'm trying to find them. I'm trying. And like, she's like freaking out and the tension is rising.
Oh,
man.
You can cut it with a knife. It's just...
And Chris is just yelling like, where the fuck are the keys, Rose? And she's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Like Jeremy swings the bat at Chris, and I like Rose is still playing along. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like she's just like, I'm trying to find the keys. And he's like, Rose, where are the keys?
Yeah, that's when Chris pauses and he's just like, where are them keys, Rose? And then she fucking pulls them out and is just like, I can't let you.
Like,
I can't let you have these keys, right?
Yeah.
I love how the panic drops from her face and she just goes straight face. Again, great performance from Allison Williams, which I don't know if you recognize her from anything else. She was in Megan or Mithrigan.
Oh, God.
She played the, what is it? The aunt who has to look after the girl.
Did she?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, interesting.
It's the only other movie I know her from. What's funny is when I saw Megan in theaters, like the entire time I was looking at that character, and I was like, I know her from something, but I can't remember. And it was like 3/4 of the way into the movie. I was like, oh, she was in Get Out. That's where I know her from.
I did not like Megan.
Me neither. It's slightly better than that Chucky remake, but not by much.
Honestly, no. And I would rather watch. Would I rather watch Chucky remake?
No, you would not. We talked about this. That remake is god-awful.
It's really bad. But I don't remember anything about Megan. I remember...
it's got a weird dance sequence.
Yeah. Oh,
it's got a bunch of bloodless kills in it.
I just wanted it... Yeah, no blood at all.
No blood.
I just
Dude gets stabbed through her chest. No blood.
Nothing. I wanted it to be campy. It wasn't campy. It wasn't
aside
gory,
from the dance
it wasn't
sequence.
Fun. the dancing was just like, this is just stupid. Like, this doesn't even seem like a fun, campy kind of thing.
No, and it
was
doesn't
just, like,
even make
randomly
sense.
thrown in.
Like they use that moment in like so much in the advertisement.
They're like, oh, look, isn't
It's
she
like-
so silly and crazy?
But it's like even in context, it makes about as much sense out of
No.
context. It's like she just does the
she
dance.
just dances.
Doesn't
And
doesn't
there's
mean
no
anything.
blood. Anyways.
There's no blood.
But yeah, so she pulls out the keys. She's like, fuck you. And he
Mhm.
gets got.
Yeah. He tries to fight his way out, but then the tea kettle, the ding ding, instantly falls down.
I was like, this bitch.
And then to like twist the knife into it when he's like sinking into like the sunken place, Rose like looks over and is just like, you were one of my favorites. First of all, disgusting line. Second
Gross.
of all, ouch.
Gross. I bet she says that to all of them.
I bet you say that to all the guys.
Yeah. So yeah, now are we back with Rod?
Yep, this is when he's doing his little detective
He's
work.
doing the Twilight Google search, you guys.
He looks up Andre Hayworth, figures out he's been missing for a few months. I don't think he initially goes to the police. I think we cut back, and Chris is like strapped to the chair.
Yes.
And that's when we get the video from the Armitage family talking about the coagulation, which is...
I know, I put the coagula.
Yeah, which is a process of basically taking white people's brains and putting them into black people's bodies. Because the grandfather lost to Jesse Owens in the Olympics in 1936. He could not get over it. He thinks that black people are so much superior to white people.
Just genetically.
And he's like so distraught over losing this race that he's just like, what if I had that?
He said, wait a minute, I know a solution.
I could just become black.
It's like, well, no.
No, not really.
It's not how that works. But he said, I'm going to make it work like that.
I do love that this video is very much like a cult video of just introducing a person into a cult. Like,
like this is what you're going to be going through now. And it's crazy because we saw this photo earlier.
We did. I was going to bring that up.
Yes.
Like when they're doing the tour, they see the photo of like the Armitage family. And I believe it is the same one that we see in the video at the end with like the family together and like everyone waving.
It's a younger version of like
the dad and mom. And we see the kids as they're younger. And it's like grandpa and grandma right there. So yeah.
And I think like in the video, he says like my family have like
perfected it.
Because
he tests on his own like blood, which like in that video it's like they're all normal, so it's just like I wonder who he tested on before.
I know.
That's an interesting backstory that I would like to see.
Maybe like a son he didn't really like that much. He's like, let's test
maybe
it.
or like an aunt or an uncle,
Yeah,
a distant
something.
relative or something like that.
But now Rod goes to the police.
He goes to the police, and these police piss me off.
Bro, I was so mad because it's just like he's saying like my boy is missing, and she's like, oh my god, your son. He's like, oh no, like sorry, I meant like my friend, like he's missing, and he went to his girlfriend's house. Like,
yeah, what I hate is like she was about to write stuff down when it was the son, but when he mentions that it's like his friend, she
just stops.
She doesn't
like, okay, well,
write things down.
I love the urgency that you did have, but then he continued saying, no, it's my friend who went to go visit his girlfriend, and he was supposed to come home, but he didn't, and I can't get a hold of him now. You should still be writing stuff down, girl.
But not only that, but he brings up an actual missing person.
Yeah, and says...
And they don't take it seriously.
I have a picture
of
Andre. He's been missing.
He gives a full name, Andre Hayworth.
Yeah. But he's now going by Logan whatever. My friend saw him where he was at, and now my friend is also missing.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Shouldn't be writing
I
this
think
down?
the reason why they don't take him seriously is because he brings up the sex slave thing.
No, because even before, like, he even says something about sex slaves. Like we said, she wasn't writing anything down.
Like, write something down.
But then he brings up the sex slaves, and then she's like, wait, hold on a second. Let me go get more people.
I love that cut of just like, she's like, just give me one moment, cut. And then there's two other officers right there.
And you think, okay, maybe they are taking things more seriously now. Because he didn't just say sex slaves. He was talking more about, Andre and missing.
White people
and
hypnotizing
white people.
and stuff like that.
So it's like, okay, well, maybe she's like, I need backup for this. But then after he's done retelling his story, they all just burst out laughing. And she's like, don't tell me I never do anything for you guys. Like, I brought you in for this, like, fucking weirdo. Da, 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 da.
I could say, like, this pisses me off, but I think it's supposed to be intentional. Of just, like, you think about missing persons cases here in America.
Yeah.
Of just, like, what was the name of that girl that disappeared in, like, 2021? Like, Gabby something. Like, that got, like, widespread, like, news coverage.
Yeah.
Like, people were searching. But it's like, you'll hear about, like, a black person going missing around the same time, and it's like, it gets no coverage.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares. I think that's what this scene's supposed to represent, of just like, oh, like, these black people are going missing. The system doesn't really care. They don't take it seriously.
Yeah, and it's kind of like bringing it back to Candyman when, what was the character's name in that? The woman.
Helen?
Helen, yes.
Yeah.
Helen. When Helen
I was trying to think, what, are you thinking of Helen or Bernadette?
Helen,
like, which one?
When Helen offhandedly says, like,
Yeah.
there's been, like, there was a murder there, like, multiple, like, murders that happened. She's like, but it took a white woman being attacked for anything to really happen.
That's the system that America has unfortunately built.
And isn't
for
it
itself.
awesome how like Candyman came out in like 90 something?
It came out in 1992, and then like 25 years later, we're still talking about the same thing.
About that. Isn't that so great, you guys?
And then what is it? What are we? Like 8 years later, we have Sinners that also talks about the same thing. Or in 2021 with the Candyman like sequel remake also talks about this. It's just it will forever be that way as long as we have the current structure that we have.
I hate it here. Anyways,
get me the fuck out of here. No.
Yeah. But then Rod goes back home and he gets a call.
No, he doesn't get a call. He calls Chris's phone.
Oh, I thought Chris's phone called him and he said Chris.
No. He calls and Rose answers. And it's like, hello, Chris. Like she's playing the part of just like, hello, Chris, is that you?
Okay. And he's like, what? No.
He's like, no, it's me, Rod. Like,
yeah.
Have you seen Chris? And this image is terrifying of just Rose sitting there and like her all white getup, her hair like done up, and she's speaking with a panic on her voice, but her face is just
like blank,
dead blank, and everything
she's like,
like that.
Well, Chris just left, and like I haven't heard from him.
He just called a cab and he left, and I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused.
And then Rod's like, okay, well, like what, like cab company did he?
No,
call
at first he's like, hold on one moment. He puts her on mute, and he's just like, this bitch is fucking lying. Like, I love how he sees through the bullshit.
Yeah, he's like, she's fucking me up right now.
Again, this is what I love about Rod. He's comedy relief, but at the same time, like, he's not a fucking idiot.
He's being real right now.
He is actively, like, doing stuff and, like, getting in there. It's, like, great character.
Love Rod.
Love Rod. He's the MVP.
So he's like, I'm gonna record this conversation. So he starts asking about, like, the cab company. She's like, it could have been an Uber. I don't know, actually. But anyways, that doesn't matter because that's not what
She's like, really we know what this call is about. You just want to fuck me. And Rod's like, no, Chris is my best friend. I love that because it's like not only did Rod see through like her bullshit, but she saw through his bullshit.
Yeah.
Like she knows, oh, you're recording me now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you nothing usable.
He's like, hold on a second. And takes like...
It takes like a minute.
A long freaking time to go back and be like, hey, so anyways. So yeah, he hangs up the phone and he says she's a fucking genius.
Yeah, I love that. He says, oh, you're evil. Oh, she's a fucking genius.
Yeah. He's like, shit. But now we are back with Chris. We see blind guy is now on the TV.
Jim, yeah. This is when he explains, like, for this procedure to work, they kind of have to be on the same level, so they have to talk to each other.
And by the way, right when he pulls up on the screen, you can tell he's being prepped for surgery. His head is shaved. He's in
a hospital gown.
And you can tell he's kind of like laying in a hospital bed. He's like, yo, what up, Chris?
What's up?
Your boy.
Let's talk.
Let's
Let's
chit
talk.
chat. Yeah.
And yeah, this is when we learn more about the process of just like essentially his brain is going to be put into Chris's body.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Chris is going to live in the sunken place.
Yes, you will
essentially.
be a passenger. I will be the driver.
Mm-hmm. And basically, Chris asks him, like, well, why?
Yeah.
Like, why are they doing this? What is the purpose of this? And he goes through, like, just like, beats me. Some people want to be, like, stronger, younger, stuff like that.
It's like, and then he brings up, like, some people do it for the style,
Yeah.
quote unquote, like that one guy. And, like, we're kind of, like, going through all the people that he met at the party.
Pretty much recontextualizing the things that we saw at the party.
And what they were
earlier.
saying to him, but, like, what they were really meaning.
Mm-hmm. But he's like, I don't care about your race. I just want your eye, man. I want those things you see through. Again, bringing up the themes of just like, you're not racist, but you are going to take advantage and benefit from a very racist thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, you are no better.
Not at all. And also very much like what happens in Naruto when...
That's going to be a reoccurring thing for the podcast. Is just any movie we bring up, you're just going to be like, it's like Naruto.
It's like Naruto. And don't
It's almost
worry.
like the Red Letter Media and like Mike on that show just constantly bringing up Star Trek.
See, it's just like the same. And don't worry, I'm going to bring up Naruto again.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
But
just
yeah.
know I will not understand the reference. So.
Yeah, no, don't worry. But there's like eyes in Naruto, and they like they have like special powers, and but if like with great tragedy, they can like
Comes
level
great
up.
responsibility.
They level up, right? The like power of the eyes.
Level up, bro.
It does. But then there's also a thing where if you like see your best friend die, then like that levels it up like peak, right?
Okay.
Or if you kill them, right? Because sometimes people will be like, well, I want that power, so I'm going to kill my best friend kind of thing.
Oh,
But
okay,
also to make sure that, because if you use them too much, then you go blind. And it's like, well, what's the point of that when you have all that power and you're just going to go blind? Well, if you take someone else's eyes and then implant them in your eyes, then you get them forever. So it's just like
you were just watching this scene and you're just like, this is just like Naruto.
No, it's funny. I didn't even think about the scene of Naruto until you said like, I'm gonna take your eyes. And I'm like, man,
okay. When I
Tachi
specifically
said
quoted
that to
it,
Sasuke, man.
I want your eye, man.
But yeah, it's just like it's the same thing.
But then, like the video call ends, and this is when we see, because Chris has a fidget of scratching at the chair that we saw at
it's starting to fray.
It's starting to fray, and like the cotton inside is starting to go up.
Is this when he picks it up? Or not?
He picks it up and he looks at it.
And I said, "Ooh, that's gonna come back later." And I was so happy to see what he did with it. But
and then we kind of cut to an exterior of the house, and then we go back in. Kind of a cheat of the edit, so that way we don't see him like put the cotton in his ears.
Yes.
I kind of would have liked the editing to be like we go back to like a scene with Rod, and then go back to this. But as is, it's just like we go from him noticing the cotton, cut to outside of the house, and then back in. And like Rose's mom is just like doing the hypnotizing thing, and then he fakes going back.
Well, yeah,
under.
because like the screen, the TV screen that pops up is her little ding 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 ding.
Her little teacup.
Stupid little thing. And he's like, no.
Yeah, I love how he plays up. He's like, no.
Yeah, and he's gone.
Also, we should notice in this room that he's in, it's basically like a
I was just
gaming
about
room.
to say the layout of this room, because leave it to fucking rich white racist
people to just have a game room.
to have their dungeon basically where they're keeping their like prisoners, or that they're
Almost a
about to,
man
like,
cave, but not really.
They have him in such a lush like chair,
Which fancy leather chair. Yeah.
very like nice of them. Not really, but it's probably maybe comfortable, even though he's strapped.
He's
down
literally
to it.
strapped into it. I don't know how comfortable.
But
that
then
is.
there's like, it's carpeted. There's wood paneling. There's a deer head on the wall.
I was going to bring up the deer head
Yeah.
is very important. I mean, it's technically, I guess, like a buck's because it's antlers.
It has the
I think it's a
antlers.
male deer.
And then there's like decorative shit around. There's some like decorative balls in a bowl.
Well,
like,
it's
that will-
cricket balls because
okay,
again,
cricket
like
balls.
Jeremy had the cricket bat.
Yeah, so there's just I'm like, this is extra. You're kind of just asking for someone to use the room to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Oh.
out.
And podcast right here.
Title screen. But yeah, so he slumps over, and then we go into the surgery room, the operation room.
Very. So, like, if it wasn't obvious with like the Rosemary's Baby stuff, this very much feels like a satanic ritual.
Yeah.
Of just like the dad's just like putting on his mask and like the gloves. It feels.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile. It all goes back to either Naruto or SpongeBob or Labyrinth. We bring that up a lot too. So.
Oh, we do, huh?
There's no relation to Labyrinth.
No, I was trying to think. I was like, oh, balls.
Except that Hoggle is very weirdly racist to fairies in that. So.
That is true.
But anyway, yeah, it's set up almost like a cult ritual, and God, I hate this surgery. Like the idea of just like you removing the scalp of a person, just like the bone saw, just going around the bone saw.
The bone saw. But I just thought this was funny. This part when he's bringing his surgery tools over to him, and they're in this like box that's like, it's not sterile. It is not a sterile box at all.
But it's supposed to be part of the ritual.
I know. But I was like, that carrying case for the brain tools does not look sterile.
I just do love that, like the image of just like throwing away like the scalp, the skull, and everything into just a bucket that's down there. I mean, he's not going to need them anymore. So just toss them.
That's true. Maybe that's why the utensils aren't sterile. But anyways, so the brain surgery begins, and as the father is starting, he instructs Jeremy. He says, "Go get Chris, please." I don't know if he says that, but he's like,
"No." But we see Chris like bringing the wheelchair out to the room and stuff like that.
IV, you know, they're gonna prep him. And so Jeremy enters.
He unstraps Chris, and then he's checking the IV.
Turns around to check the IV, yeah.
And what I love about this is just when Chris grabs the cricket ball, like it's very silent of just grabbing it, like a quick shot of him grabbing it, and then like he just comes up behind him and bam, hits him on the back of the head.
Done. I was like, all right, Chris, you got to make sure he's
Well,
dead.
he hits him twice, but yes, he should have hit him more times.
Oh, yeah, no, you got to make sure he's obviously done. I knew he was going to come back.
Obviously, Chris has not seen Zombieland, where it's like, you need to make sure he's dead. Double tap.
But the con in the ear, because we as an audience watching it for the first time was like, why? But what? He was the clinking of the teacup. But then he takes the con out of his ears, and I'm like, whoa!
There is something to be said about the symbolism of picking cotton to save your life.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure that was very. I think even Jordan Peele mentioned that in like an interview or something like that. It's like, yeah, you're subverting like the racist stereotype of picking cotton. And it's like in this context, it's saving your life.
Yeah, it did. So I loved that when he like took it out of his ears.
And to even bring up more like symbolism and stuff like that, like Chris kills the father with the deer head.
He does. It's funny because he said, "You hate deer so much." Yeah.
Well, it's multiple. Like not only does a father like hate deer, so he's being killed by one. Again, one down, a million to go.
Yeah.
But also it's like Chris's own thing. Like he equated the deer to his dead mother, and now he's like overcome that to use the deer as a weapon against these people who are trying to fucking take away his bodily functions.
Yeah. So, you know, brother is not dead, but, you know, possibly dead. Dad's dead. Now he's going upstairs.
It should be noted that, like, when the dad, like, Chris pulls out the deer head, the father stumbles and knocks over one of the candles in the room and starts a fire.
Yeah. So now a fire is starting downstairs. Chris goes upstairs. He walks past Regina, correct?
Yeah, he walks past Regina in the kitchen. She freaks out and like leaves.
Yeah, he's covered in blood. And then he continues and
he grabs his phone. Very important. He grabs his phone while he's leaving. But then, he comes face to face to the mom. And Chris, in an instance, being faster than her, knocks away the teacup.
Well, I love how they lock eyes and then they both stare down at the teacup, and I'm like, oh, and they both launch for it. He swipes it away.
What I love is like the swipe away of the teacup happens like like you see him swipe it, but like it falls off screen.
Yeah.
And they like,
Shatters.
I think over exaggerate the
yeah.
shattering sound just so that way the audience knows, hey, the teacup's broken.
It's
she can't
broken
use
now,
it.
you guys. I don't know if you heard it. We'll amplify it.
Because I can imagine that might have been like, I imagine that Jordan Peele must have tried to film the teacup actually shattering. But you know how sometimes in movies like props don't work the way that you have them. I imagine they probably did multiple takes of the teacup trying to shatter, and it just didn't come out right.
Yeah.
So he's just like, just put a sound effect
Add
over
it in
it,
post.
so that way people know that it's shattered.
And then the mom grabs like a letter opener and goes to stab Chris.
Fucking stabs it through his hand.
Just
and
like
Chris,
Naruto, by the way. Whenever Naruto and Kabuto were fighting. Do y'all remember that scene when Kabuto goes to stab Tsunade, but then like Naruto's there and he like catches it in his grip and he's like, fuck you. Y'all remember that? I do.
Fantastic.
Like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, but it was a good scene.
Chris fucking eats that and like so does. Badass of just like
Naruto, man.
Yeah.
And Naruto was 12 when this happened, so like just saying.
Chris is only 26, so whatever.
Right,
Some people are a late bloomer, okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
Chris got there. He got there. In his time to shine, he did it because he catches it and he just shoves it in.
Yeah, literally like stabs it into her face. We never really see where he stabs her. But I imagine it's like through the fucking
I think it was through
like,
it looked like he was going
or maybe through the temple
Possibly.
To like stab into her brain and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It was good.
But then Chris goes to leave, but the brother's not dead.
He goes,
lunges over to him. So this is where the MMA fight like conversation comes back into play because Chris tries to open the door, but Jeremy keeps kicking it closed, and he does it twice. And this is when Chris is now thinking 3 or 4 steps ahead. He's just like, I'm gonna do it again. He's gonna try to kick it, and when he does, I'm gonna fucking stab his leg.
Because I still have that letter opener.
And that's exactly what he does. So.
Yep. And he falls to the ground, and
Chris like curb stomps and just fucking bashes his head in.
Yeah.
Almost like Michael does in Halloween 2018 when he crushes the doctor's head. Just
yes. I was like, he is making sure he's not getting up. So takes his keys, gets
walks
in his
out
car.
the door. Then we go to Rose in her room, and she is weirdly eating a bowl of cereal separated from the milk.
Eating deconstructed cereal.
But it is separating whites from colors.
All right.
It's part of the symbolism.
I'm putting my foot down. That's a little crazy.
I mean, it is what's going on.
So funny. And then I wrote, of course, Rose is drinking milk. Just straight up drinking milk.
I briefly thought about having a glass of milk for this, but no, I'm not going to do it. Not for this one.
Yeah,
It's not prominent enough.
No.
Like for Alien, it was. For A Clockwork Orange, it is. But for
this one's just like a scene.
It's just a moment.
And I...
By the way, guys, there's milk in here. No, just kidding. It's just water.
But no, I was like, she's so like Clockwork Orange coated right now with like her all white drinking milk.
I mean, she's also on her computer like recruiting other black people.
As
I love it. She's typing in like NCAA like recruits or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I know what she typed in. I can't think of the word right now. But like basically like men who are looking good to be in the NCAA. Yeah. But yeah, we see on her computer that she's just like scrolling for her next victim. It's
pretty much
so insane.
What's even more fucked than that is like when we pan back over to her and we're zooming out, like her whole wall is like of her victims.
Oh, a bunch of pictures, that she has taken with them.
People, and it's just like, God damn.
Sentimental she is. Some
guess
would say.
So.
But yeah, and then this part, a lot happens here. So
I mean, Chris is driving away.
Gets into the car. He sees like the night.
The night helmet. This is when it comes back.
Throws it. I think like the song is playing too, possibly.
I think so.
Like, quietly.
Which, by the way, like I like that song "Run Rabbit Run," but it's just like it's still playing? You're listening to that on repeat?
I think he might just have it on repeat. I don't know. Maybe he just has like a cassette in.
It's like, I don't like that song that much. I can't listen to it over and over
And
again.
we're talking about Jeremy though, and he's crazy.
Yeah, this whole fucking family's unhinged.
Yeah. So
Fucking white people, am I right?
literally. But yeah, so Chris is leaving now. He's driving away. But you might ask, well, where's Georgina?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd my girl go? Where'd
She
my
jumps out.
crazy lady go? She jumps out.
Like the deer.
Like the deer. And then of course, Chris, yeah, so he hits Georgina.
Yeah, Georgina jumps out like the deer at the beginning.
And I was like, oh, she's trying to induce his trauma. I see.
I don't know. Would Georgina know about that? I guess maybe the
I
parents
don't know,
would
man.
let
They
her
kept
know.
freaking bringing it up, it seemed.
I feel like she was just trying to stop Chris.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, Chris has the opportunity to drive away, but again, his mom, he's just like, I can't
leave her. So he puts her in the car with him.
Again, normally in like any other horror film, this would piss people off of just like, why would you go back? Go and save your life. But it's like, we have that context of like Chris's past of just like he feels like he could have helped his mom, but didn't.
And also now he knows that they're still in there. They are a passenger in this
true
body.
because it flashes to like that moment that they had in the bedroom where it's just
so he's like, she's still in there. Maybe I can
get her
help
out.
her.
I can get her out.
Exactly. So I think that also fuels him to be like, I can maybe help her.
That does make sense. Yeah.
And also, this is when, because the whole time Rose has her earbuds in, scrolling, browsing, she hears her getting hit, right?
I don't think she actually does.
What happens here?
So I think it's kind of just a trick in editing. You need to put on your jacket.
No, I just have my Bobby Hill shirt I'm gonna put on.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. It's not
that boy ain't right.
It'll be something.
No. I think it's kind of a trick in editing where it's like we're meant to think that maybe she heard that, but it's just like, how could she?
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Because it's like she has her headphones in. What I think it is she's actually smelling the fire.
Oh, okay.
Because again, the house is getting caught on fire. I think she's looking up because she can smell the burning.
The house is on fire. Get out, get out. The house is on fire.
Oh, we don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
We both sing two different songs. Okay.
But yeah, she's now aware that something bad's happening. She runs down. She has a shotgun out, which was set up earlier in the movie. When Chris was talking about meeting her parents, Chris says like, I just want them to be prepared because I don't want to be chased off the lawn with a shotgun.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And she's about to chase him off the lawn with a shotgun.
And she's going to chase him off the lawn with a shotgun. This is when she says grandma in a very weird like dialogue moment. I feel like maybe that was a test screen audience thing where people maybe didn't understand that Georgina was the grandma.
Maybe.
So it's like they had to have Rose specifically say
grandma,
that Georgina's grandma.
Yeah.
It feels weird and out of place.
It did feel a little weird. I was like, oh, okay.
She'll have a similar line with grandpa, but it doesn't feel as awkward. But this one does, where she's just like, grandma.
So she goes out and to get her, I guess. And as Chris is driving, we see that grandma, Georgina, looks over at him.
Yeah.
She's like,
she gets up and the wig that
up.
she's wearing falls off and we see the scar across the head.
Yeah. If we didn't get it already.
If we didn't understand what was going on.
And
but I love Georgina's line of just like, it's the grandma just being like, you ruined my house.
And crashes the car.
Yeah, she starts slapping them and everything, and then they crash into the car. Georgina ends up dying.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Chris didn't because like the car hit the driver.
Oh yeah.
So it's like interesting.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they could have did that differently to make it more believable. But anyways, yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. He's got that plot armor.
Yes, he has it on, and he gets out of the car with it.
Gets out of the car. Rose is there. She's shooting at him with the gun. He's literally running away from a shotgun.
Yes, he is. And then
This is when Grandpa comes running, and that's when Rose says, "Get him, Grandpa."
Get him,
Again,
Grandpa.
not as clunky as just having her say "Grandma," but it's still kind of a weird line. Again, it feels like Jordan Peele just like, well, the audience has to understand this is Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
If you can't put it together already,
that's fine.
I don't know.
I didn't need that, but maybe some people did.
But yeah, the Grandpa runs up.
Tackles him.
T-1000 style, tackles him.
Starts attempting to kill him. And Chris slowly starts taking his phone out because he's fucking smart. He's thinking about that shit. So he takes out his phone and he flashes him.
Flashes him. He's like, whoop.
Yeah, he's like, woo!
Mardi Gras.
Spring break. And then Grandpa gives him beads.
Well done, son.
Well done.
I can see why Rose likes you.
That was so funny.
You got an impressive pair of tits on you.
Nice rack. No, that's not what happens.
No, that's not what happens.
He flashes him with his camera. But what if, you guys? Wouldn't that be crazy? But yeah, it flashes him with the camera, and so he obviously kind of comes to.
He's got that white residual in his eyes for a while.
And so Walter, which I don't know his actual name.
We never know.
Not Grandpa.
We never know. I take it that Georgina and Walter, because like, I would feel like the Armitages wouldn't want like the real Grandma and Grandpa's names being said.
I mean, that would make sense.
I feel like Walter and Georgina might have been their actual names. Maybe.
So yeah, he gets up and he turns to Rose and says, "Let me do it."
Yeah, it's like, give it to me, I'll do it.
Talking about shooting him,
which is interesting because like you can even see in the body language difference that it's not the Grandpa. So it's like,
I'm surprised Rose.
Yeah, I'm surprised Rose didn't clock into it, but at the same time, you know, she's probably just not smart enough.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Yeah,
we hate her.
Stupid white woman.
Yeah, stupid bitch. But he takes the shotgun from her and immediately shoots her.
Yeah, shoots her straight through the stomach. Oh God.
Right in the gut.
Mr. Orange is in. That's a Reservoir Dogs reference.
Okay, I don't know. But she's shot. She's on the ground.
Falls down and everything.
And then he turns around to face Chris, and Chris is like, yo.
I love the little detail. You can see it. Like, a tear runs down Walter's face. Like, you can tell, like, he's been suffering inside this body and just wants it to end.
And so Walter then turns the gun on himself.
Kills himself.
And
It's
I
sad.
get it.
It's tragic.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knew of another way.
No, there was no other way.
I don't think that there
like,
was.
In a moment or so, Grandpa would have taken back over and he would have been back down as a passenger. It's like, there's no way out.
Yeah.
Like Walter's brain is long gone.
Yeah.
And like, there's no way to like recover that. So yeah, you kind of you have to go out on your own terms.
Yeah. So I get it. So now it's just Chris, presumably with two dead bodies in front of him. And he kind of takes a beat. He's laying there still. And
just like, the fuck is going on, man?
He starts hearing some movement, and then he sees that Rose is still alive, and she's trying to get the gun again. So he gets, moves the gun further away and leans over her. And she starts saying, like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry. I love you, Chris. And it's like, dirty move to use his love for you. But I love that Chris doesn't fall for it. He's just
he starts choking her out.
What I love is just like, she says, I love you. And he's just like, and then just starts choking.
Great. Good.
Just like, yeah, fuck you. I don't believe you.
But what's even better is as he's choking her out.
Oh, the fucking sadistic smile.
Shit-eating grin on her face. And he sees it and he stops. Because he's like, there ain't no fucking way you're going to go out happy.
I kind of would have loved it if she's just like, harder, daddy.
Oh, no, Cody, no. Stop. No, not on this family podcast.
Oh, come on.
Said the C word a second ago.
Our literal first episode was about Ed Gein. There's nothing family about any of this.
Maybe we'll do a family-friendly episode one day. That would be
that would be hard for me to
That would be very hard for you. But yeah, so he he stops choking her out because he's like, no, I'm not gonna let you have any ounce of like I win kind of thing.
I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction.
Yeah, absolutely not. But then earlier, we forgot to talk about this when Chris initially gets into the car. He does call the cops. And this pissed me off because he calls the cops and he's like, I'm at the
Armitage house.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to get out of here. And the dispatcher is just like, can you repeat that?
She said, can you repeat that? I'm like, baby,
it's your job to get all this down.
You are a 911 operator. I would like my 911 operator to have their ears fucking open when I call and for me not to have to fucking repeat myself. So let's get it right the first time.
I thought you were going to be like, I want my 911 operator money to be like with funded.
No, I want them to fucking listen.
Give me my money back. This responder sucks.
Because it's just like, what? And, you know, that's when he runs into Georgina and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But so now as he is hovering over Rose, just having stopped choking her, we see lights. And I'm like, oh my
Top
God.
Lights. In the theater, I remember my heart sank.
Oh, I was just like,
no.
I was like, Chris, you're so fucked right now. Oh my God. And then fucking Rose is like, help.
Yeah, she plays it up. She knows how this scene looks.
Oh yeah, it looks bad.
It does not look in Chris's favor.
And poor Chris also knows what this looks like, and he immediately puts his hands up.
Yeah, he immediately is just like, oh,
He's like, I'm fucked.
But then we see on the side of the door, TSA. Who is it? It's Rod, the goat.
And Rod gets out and he says, Chris. And I was like, oh my God, my boy.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this. I'm pretty sure you might have looked it up, but this wasn't the original ending.
No, I didn't. Remember, I told you, I didn't look up any fun facts.
Originally, the actual ending was, it was a police officer that shows up and Chris gets arrested. And I'm going to have to talk about it.
Talk about it.
After Trump got elected, Jordan Peele felt that there is such negativity towards, like, races and, like, all of that, that he can't end this movie on a negative note. So he reshot the ending. He said the
black man won.
Yeah, we have to give it a happy ending.
Yes.
And you can actually, in the Blu-ray, it has the alternate ending. Like, they filmed it and everything.
When he gets arrested?
Yeah.
I really thought that's how it was going to go. And I was about to be pissed. It was going to be like Night of the Living Dead, that ending for me.
Yeah. But I love the ending.
Oh, it's so good, but I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
It's depressing, but
so
like
good.
The perfect ending of a horror film.
It pissed me off, but it's awesome. But this one I was like, is this about to fucking piss me off too? I was like,
but no,
Run.
I think Jordan Peele had the right like instinct. We needed a happy ending with all the shit that Chris went through. Like, we needed like this win.
Well, and then like
we
even
needed
with, like,
Rod,
because it's like if he wasn't there, it's like, okay, well then what happened to him? Like, did anything, like, were we just gonna be left like wondering?
Well, in the alternate ending, it's like Rod goes and visits him in prison, and they kind of talk about what happened and stuff like that.
I don't know, and honestly, I feel like even if Chris did get arrested and go to prison, I'd be like, as long as I'm not like some like zombie like body for,
as long as
like,
I'm
a
not
host
like a sex slave.
Yeah, like, and that's cool with me, I suppose.
Which sucks because I think Andre, and I think he is kind of a sex slave at this point.
Yeah, poor baby.
Poor man.
Yeah, because it's just like everyone. I mean, not even everyone, because obviously they've been doing this for so long that.
I do love the ending lines of this. Of Chris is just like, "How'd you find me?" And he's just like, "I am TS motherfucking A. We handle shit. Consider the situation fucking handled."
And I'm like,
so good. Like, I love that. Like, Rod is an actual participant.
Yes,
and he actually has like a part in the outcome of this movie. And again, Jordan Peele had the right decision of just like, we need a happy ending for this character.
No, I love that.
This is like, to me, the perfect ending to this movie.
No, because it's just like, yes, like he did it, like he fucking did it.
We'll get to his next two movies, but some of them don't have happy endings.
Yes. I have not seen Us.
You haven't seen Us, despite the fact that we're on the camera right there.
Hey!
You can see us.
Hey, Us.
But you have seen Nope.
But I have seen Nope, and I'm just going to spoil it. I love Nope. It was really good.
Oh, I'm not going to shy away. Like, at least the first 3 movies, because I haven't watched him yet.
Mm-hmm.
I love these 3 movies.
Yeah.
Like, these aren't in my top 50, but like if I had to top 100, I think all 3 of these movies would be in there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that was Get Out.
Get Out.
What
Get
an
out of
incredible,
town.
like, piece of horror. I hate using the word elevated horror, but that's very much what this is.
Elevated.
It touches on like social things that are going on in this country, especially at the time that this come out, that are very prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
That like for a horror movie to touch on it is very important, and like it brings up these kinds of conversations that I feel like are very relevant even to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Like 9 years later, I feel like this movie can be shown even now, and it's like it's still relevant.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like Jordan Peele, he's come out, he's shown not only is he like a fantastic director, but like a fantastic writer. He understands the horror genre. He knows how to get good performances out of his actors. Like, it makes sense that this put him on like the map of just like, this is a director that you should pay attention to.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's gonna have like a bright future. Despite the fact Jordan Peele has been in Hollywood for decades, it's like now that his directorial era is coming, it's like it's a bright going forward.
Yeah, it's a different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And he did amazing.
He did great.
Yeah.
Like, hit it out the park with his first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, rated this a 4.5 out of 5. I think it's incredible.
Yeah. 3.5, baby, it was good.
I get that, and I respect that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, why do we respect what we say? Because we're going to get into our favorite segment here. What does Letterboxd have to say? So I didn't go crazy this time. I have like 9 of them.
Hell yeah.
Which is less than what I did for my birth month.
Yes.
So,
yeah. And I went a little more crazy. I have 8 of them.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I will say for
Cody's birth month anymore.
You're like, I can
Get
step
outta here.
up.
Yeah.
I will say, like, most of them are half a star ones, but I do have 2, like, higher rated ones that I'll end on because I think that they are funny.
Okay,
So,
sweet. Yeah, I have some higher rated ones that I liked because I was like, this is good stuff. This is what I would feel about the movie if I didn't portray it enough in this last like 3-ish hours that y'all have been listening. Okay, first one, 4 stars. Aggressively straight white boy into sports, killed in wrestling match, white dad who said he loves when deer die, impaled by antlers, evil psychiatrist mom, killed in her office, psycho girlfriend who earlier pretended to care that Chris felt responsible for his mom's hit and run, left to die by the side of the road. That's called poetry, motherfuckers.
it's called Jordan Peele's great at writing a screenplay.
Yes. And that was when I was like, oh yeah, the dad did say he hated deers and died by a deer head.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And again, it's double play because he's also probably talking about the black population, too.
Yeah. It seemed like it. And then 5 stars. In the last scene where he deadass raises his hands when he sees the cop car, even though he's the victim, is high key the most powerful thing I've ever seen. I'm ready to sucker punch a white man.
Yeah, it's relevant because, again...
As I hit Cody in the face.
Fuck, I didn't do anything.
That's for them.
I'm an ally. No, it's very much prevalent of just like in this time period. I remember just like hundreds of videos coming out of just like innocent black people being killed by police. Of just like that is your instinct of just like I fucking hate this, of just like a person who is a victim is being framed as the perpetrator.
And it's just so crazy how like I feel like we need to regulate and possibly give like psych evaluations to people who will be wielding guns. I feel like that.
Ideally, we should,
I
but
feel
I
like
guess
that would
not.
make sense, right?
Nowadays, the government would just employ you as ICE.
Yeah, they will. Which is crazy.
Did you participate in the January 6th riot? Then you can be part of the ICE program.
This I hate it. The world's ending, you guys, but hey, we're going to end up doing a podcast.
It's a fucking dumpster fire.
A headache, dude. Anyways, okay. 4.5 stars. The Avengers Who? Rod is the only superhero I know.
You're goddamn right.
Yes. I'm gonna get a shirt with Rod.
Rod. This is being like sex slaves. Oh shit.
Sex slaves. Oh fuck. Okay. And then this one, 0.5 star. The storyline is interesting, but I found it confusing. I think the way they portray
What? I feel like even if you look at this movie on the surface level, it's not confusing at all.
No. I think the way they portray racism in this movie is very creative, but it makes you reflect. Feel like
you mean like what a movie should do?
I personally didn't enjoy this movie and felt very uneasy. Didn't love.
That's the point.
Didn't love. But if you love horror movies, you will love this.
Some people, man, I don't get it.
Oh, man.
Like these people, what are you getting out of a movie? Like, is it just mindless entertainment?
I think some people, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I can enjoy a good mindless entertainment movie, but it's just like, I do like my movies to challenge me and open up these kinds of conversations.
Well, no, because we talked about this before, where sometimes I do just want a mindless, stupid movie just to put on something with, like, well, I don't like action, but, you know, possibly something with action.
I mean, when we get to So Bad It's Good month, like, we're just going to be like, this is shit, but we love this.
Yeah, but it's stupid and funny. It makes us laugh.
Yeah.
But then other times it's like, yeah, you do want to watch a movie and it make you feel something. It make you reflect.
It's art.
Yeah.
That's what art does. Art.
You guys remember from the Iron Giant, the art guy?
Oh, yeah. That's trash. This is art. Yeah. What you currently have in your mouth is art.
Yes. See?
I love that Iron Giant.
Oh,
Iron Giant's great.
So good. Maybe we can do that for okay. Anyways. Okay. Let's see. 0.5 star. You're gonna be mad at this one.
I can already feel it.
This shit low-key kind of ass. I don't know what to say except I just want it to end quickly because it's so draggy. I could cry. Okay, concept. But then, oh, wait, no. He's not saying concept. He just says, okay, concept. But then,
he's just like the movie itself. It's got an okay concept.
I thought he was about to drop some wisdom. Sorry. My bad. But then so many parts just didn't make sense. Like the whole movie got like question mark / what the fuck in a bad way. So
did I screenshot this one? I think I might have.
Possibly, because it literally doesn't make any sense.
I don't think I did. I think I thought about screenshotting that one and then I didn't.
Yeah, and then these next couple ones I translated because honestly, a lot of people who spoke different languages had a lot to say about this, and they were all half-stars.
I kind of almost thought about translating it because it's like, I wonder what people outside of the United States would think of a movie like this. Like, would people like say in fucking France?
Yeah.
Would they feel the same way about this as we do with like what this movie has to say about like the state of American politics?
Yeah. Because I was going to say it's very much.
This is very much specific to where we live.
Yeah.
So.
This one, 0.5 star. This one was translated, like I said. No, but seriously, what is this movie for a complete lunatic? The movie messed with my head so badly. Damn it. I only recommend it if you're a psychopath.
What language is that?
It did not detect it.
Okay. Because it's like, again, like depending on where you're from, maybe that might make sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you know nothing about American politics or, like, how racism is handled in America, then, yeah, this would seem psychotic to you.
Yeah. None of these, my thing detected the language. Anyways, this one, 0.5 star. Give me back my hour. I swear to God. I could have done anything in my life in that 1 hour.
It's an hour and 44 minutes, but okay.
But Chris's friend, you're the man. You're one of a kind. Anyway, it wasn't scary or anything in general. Don't watch it.
I don't think it needs to be overtly scary, but like there's a lot of great tension.
Well, that's the thing, because I wouldn't say that this is, because I hate
it's not jump scary.
I hate like a scary movie.
A scary movie.
I hate a scary movie.
Goosebumps.
But I hate a scary movie. I prefer horror. And there's like a difference to me in my heart.
I feel like scary can be tension as well. Like something like Blair Witch Project is terrifying.
I suppose. I don't know, because I feel like when people say they want to watch like a scary movie, they want to be like, oh my god.
Well, like I guess we can debate on like what an average person thinks is like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe they think of something like a Conjuring movie or like Smile or like something mainstream.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it's almost like surface level. Just like you get your basic scares.
Yeah.
Where it's just like ghost does creepy things in the background.
Because that's why I prefer saying I like horror movies, because people always ask me like, oh, what's the scariest movie you've seen? It's like, well, I wouldn't really say like I'm scared of any of them. Like, horror movies I feel like are meant to like, like suspense and like give you tension, and it's like, but I'm not like like the whole time.
It's like
I'm not having
screaming.
nightmares. Yeah.
Then again, I haven't done that with the horror movie since I was in like fucking middle school. So.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like some people want that though, like in a scary movie, like.
Yeah, again, it feels like they want something like The Conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gives you those base thrills.
Yeah.
But it's just like they don't want
jump scares.
They don't want the tension. They don't want the suspense. They don't want, which is insane to me because it's just like it's so good.
That's the bread and butter, man.
Yeah.
You need that. But and what do we know? And then half star, piece of shit with the most bizarre and predictable plot twists. Cliche characters, it doesn't resonate. It doesn't make you feel anything. Pure crap. Crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. Cliche characters and doesn't make you feel anything.
This movie makes me feel a lot of things.
Yeah.
And his review makes me feel anger.
I bet they're racist. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Maybe. Oh God, we should have found like right wing like reviews of this and read those out loud.
Like those.
Watch their heads fucking explode. Just.
It's like I really hated the part when our Armitage family died. What the hell are they called?
The Armitage. I would have loved if like Ben Shapiro did a review of this. It's just like I was already turned off at the idea of a black man dating a white woman. Like that is absurd. His fucking thick eyebrows, just like
that is absurd.
I can't buy into that. No self-respecting white woman would date a black man.
That's crazy. I bet it's so insane because people think like that. Like just like,
I mean, Ben Shapiro thinks like that all the time.
So
my
wild.
favorite thing about Ben Shapiro is he thinks he's an authority on movies, and every time he gives an opinion on a movie, it's just wrong.
It's like shit. That's
look up his reviews for like The Last of Us season 1, where he gets so fucking hung up on the episode with like
you
Fred
mean the
and
best
Bill.
Sorry,
yeah, Fred and Bill, like the
over.
gay couple, like he gets so fucking hung up on it.
The best episode of that. I remember when that came out, and everyone was like, "Whoa, why they gotta be gay?"
Which, by the way, they're gay in the game. Like,
and I just want to be like, okay, so why are any of the characters straight?
Yeah.
Do we ever think about that when we see like a straight, like why?
Also,
why do they gotta be straight?
By the way, this is our Last of Us episode.
And it's like that was such an amazing episode.
Such a
it made me cry
love
so
story.
much. Yes.
It's so good.
Like you could just tell how much they fucking loved each other and cared for each other.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, and they fucking died together.
They
you know
went
what?
out on their
Some
own
straight
terms.
people could never have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little.
I mean, people talk about the sanctity of marriage, like gay marriage is ruining the sanctity of marriage when, like, in America, like, divorce rates are so high. And not only that, but, like, in Las Vegas, you can just go to, like, a fucking, like, business
like
church
a drive
and
up.
get married there.
You can just do, like, the drive-through, too.
Yeah, like, fucking stupid. But,
crazy.
But gay people are ruining marriage.
Yeah.
Sure.
For sure.
Anyway, that was it.
We were talking about how we should have done gay movies for Pride Month.
Yeah.
We're talking a lot about gay
Yeah, that's true.
right
We're
now,
talking a lot.
Hell yeah.
Not a single gay person in this movie, but we're talking about
still got brought up. Hey, you know.
Maybe. I don't think there's any gay people in the first 3 movies that we're talking about.
Well, Rose was a lesbian. Georgina.
She's a pretend lesbian.
That's true.
She's luring people in. That's not
true.
that's not a real thing.
You're right. Sorry, scratch that.
No, I don't think there's one in Us. There's not one in Nope. I don't know about him. Maybe.
We'll
Who
see.
knows? Know nothing about it. No. Anyway, that was my side tangent.
Yeah, sorry.
If it's not obvious, I don't like Ben Shapiro.
No,
look up his review of Superman 2025. It's hilarious.
Here, you start talking about your reviews. I'm gonna go get my sandwich that's in the fridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure thing. Okay, here we go. Half a star. How fucking dare you? Guys, I'm scared for my life right now. That was terrifying. Okay, half a star. I hate racists. Okay, so weird to rate it half a star then. Half a star. Thought I was gonna die. May cause you to text your friends in the middle of the night saying help, help, help. It also may ruin friendships. Which, by the way, if you're friends with people that this kind of movie would ruin your friendship with, then maybe that friendship should die.
I was gonna say, like, excuse me?
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for you for this sandwich because it's gonna be loud.
I'm way over here.
It's fine. I'm just giving you shit. By the way, she's eating Jimmy John's, you guys, for those that are just listening to the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I'm eating a Jimmy John's sandwich with tomato, which I do not want tomato in my sandwich.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. This is our mukbang episode, by the way.
I know this happens sometimes. I've been at work all day, you guys.
No, it's good.
I don't get a lunch on Sundays, so...
Oh, that sucks. I hate that.
We're not open long enough for that.
I get that, but still, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Should at least be able to, like, snack on something.
I downed half of this at work.
Damn, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Half a star. It starts off really intriguing and pulls you in with a subtle, unsettling vibe. For a while, it feels like it's building towards something meaningful. But towards the end, it kind of loses that grip. I would say no, it does not.
It, like, heightens.
Yeah, as things escalate, it becomes harder to take seriously. Which, I get the idea of just, like, this surgery seems very, like, satanic cult thing.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it's so bizarrely out there.
Mm-mm.
The story turns so unrealistic that it breaks the immersion, and I stopped really believing in what was happening or feeling much for Chris. Which is crazy.
Just stopped feeling for Chris entirely.
Yeah. By the end, it shifts into something that feels more like a typical Netflix background movie. A well-made but fake by design.
Whoa.
Which is an insane take.
What
because
a diss.
if you see some of those Netflix movies, like, my God.
Damn.
I know. Half a star. I genuinely haven't seen a movie this bad in so long. Few jump scares. Bad acting. Which is insane. Daniel Kaluuya is so good in this movie.
Were they mad that there wasn't enough jump scares?
I think so.
They said few jump scares.
Again, this is what people
Who is this
want.
person?
They
I
want.
hate them.
Well, their username is Katarina. So.
Katarina.
And they're a patron. So.
You and I have beef, okay?
Your days are numbered, man.
Yeah. Whoa.
Not in that way.
Not in a threatening way.
We're just going to send you a strongly written email.
Mm-hmm.
Few jump scares, bad acting, trash story. And in the end, a whole light show on African Americans was so unnecessary. That's the point of the movie.
Yeah. It was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary to talk about race relations in America.
Mm-hmm.
Half a star. This movie didn't deserve a half a star. Honestly, it didn't even deserve one. Which, why would it deserve one if it doesn't deserve half of one? I don't fucking, who knows. I spent the whole time smashing the 10-second button, the advanced 10-second, just to survive it. The plot kept moving forward, but somehow I felt like I was going nowhere. Watching this was like waiting for a bus that never comes. I wish I had never pressed play.
The 10-second thing was me during the mom scene.
Yeah, but that was for you during
That was
one
one
scene.
scene, yeah.
Imagine an entire movie.
That's crazy. I have watched movies where I've done that before.
I mean,
those
I
are,
did.
like, bad.
I did that with Five Nights at Freddy's too, because like literally I could not sit through that shit. I was just like, whatever. And even then, we weren't really reviewing that movie, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Half a star. White people bad, black people good. Meh, cringe and unnecessary.
I hate when people like
Simplify it in
a
the
movie
terms.
like that.
Yeah.
When like a movie is about race like at all, they're like, oh, white people bad, like, you know, black people good, blah 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 blah.
Which,
it's like that's not.
Which my
point.
guy, I don't know if you've ever opened like a history textbook, but the white people throughout
They are
history
bad.
have been the bad guys for most of it.
'Tis true.
Half a star. Boo, no kissing. Which actually there was quite a lot of kissing in this.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. I guess there's no Frenching. I don't fucking know.
He was on the wrong side.
He was just sitting in the theater, just like, use tongue. Half a star. Yeah, she dated before you. Wish I never watched this garbage.
Yeah, that was the only point of
That was the only point of contention this guy
Yeah,
had.
he was just mad she had other people
Other
before
boyfriends.
him. Yeah.
Weird. Okay, here are my highly rated ones. So 4.5 stars. My favorite commentary that I've read about this movie was from Ryan Johnson, who said, I love that if the movie Get Out existed in the world of Get Out, the parents would have told Chris how much they love Get Out.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Which is true, and it makes me feel bad about myself that I am also a perpetuant of that, of just me being like, this movie's fucking awesome. Look how racist I'm not by how much I love Jordan Peele and Get Out.
That's crazy.
And then my last one, 4 stars. The scariest moment in the movie was when the woman separated the milk from the cereal.
Very
Very psychotic behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who does that? So weird.
Yeah, who just drinks milk?
Shut the fuck up. I'm just saying, who...
Freaks, all of them.
who, like, either you just eat the cereal dry or you, like, combine them.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do this half-ass,
Don't.
like,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird. You're, like, weirder than the people who put the milk in first and then the cereal.
Exactly.
Weird. Anyway, that was Get Out, guys.
Thanks.
As Nikki is chowing down on some food.
I'm so hungry.
You're good.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Continue watching and listening.
Mm-hmm. You can find us on Spotify and on YouTube. Please rate us, like us, subscribe to keep up with the newer shows and stuff like that. What'd you guys think of Get Out? Let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your opinions.
Yes, we
Especially
would.
if you're right wing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very curious as to like what the right wings think
I don't know
of
if
Get
right
Out.
wing people would be listening to us.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair, I don't think a lot of right wingers have probably watched Get Out. They're just like,
Mm-hmm.
They see the black person on the poster and they're just like, nah,
Certain of things.
too woke. And yeah, follow us on our socials on Facebook and Instagram. We post whenever a new episode comes out. So
And sometimes I post reels.
that's true.
And they're pretty funny.
They're pretty funny. I like the latest one where it's like the Five Nights at Freddy's one.
Yes.
You've come to the wrong pizzeria.
So funny.
I think that might be one of the funniest things I said on the podcast.
That was good. I love that.
But yeah, so next week we will be reviewing Us. That's right, Nikki. I'm going back to my manager days and I'm giving your year-end review.
Do I get a raise?
See, the situation is I can't give you a raise because I'm currently not being paid to do this. So you see how it goes.
Interesting. Okay.
But no, we're reviewing Us from 2019. I'm super excited to talk about it. If there's a lot of themes and stuff to touch on in this movie, there's going to be even more so with that movie. So look forward to that. I know we are.
I've never seen it, but I'm excited.
Yeah, get pumped.
Woo.
You'll figure out the rabbits.
I can't wait.
But anyway, in the meantime, stay crispy.
Stay crispy.
Stay as crispy as this house gets at the end of the movie.
I was just gonna say just like that. Oh,
burn all the evidence.
Seriously,
Yeah, they burned all the evidence.
Damn.
If they ever figure out Chris was there, like, he wouldn't be able to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we don't have to think about that.
No, we won't. It's fine.
It's fine. But anyway, stay spooked. Spooked. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. As you choke on your sandwich.
I know, my mouth.